entertain a woman's maintenance.
Come on, sexy candy. Miss Porcelain and Bobby, come on. Come on. Come on.
Absolutely.
I don't think so. Not doing no dating stages. I think a woman should be able to, present herself on what she's trying to bring to the table, not make it the man responsibility to make her the woman that she wanna be for him. LOL.
She say LOL. You funny. Come on, Porcelain and Bobby, talk to us.
Yeah, I absolutely disagree with Sexy Candy. I feel like a man should definitely be a contributor for everything in the dating phases. I feel like women, we have to pay for everything. We have to pay for, I think it's so minuscule what we're asking. For dinners, I should never have to ask you to feed me when you want to take my time to go out on a date with me. I can pay for my own food absent from your date, and I can get my nails done and be beautiful absent from you. So when I go with you, I'm
Can you adjust your phone? You got some type of, it got a little muffle to it.
okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, y'all be knowing y'all be cutting up with these.
Is this better?
Yes, that's way better, young lady.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, I feel like when women, like
We don't even want to hear that garbage. You finna repeat. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, listen.
No, I'm sorry. I said I'm
Okay,
sorry.
listen. I can go. I just disagree.
Apologize.
Yeah, I disagree with her.
Because
No,
if a woman want to do to maintain her doing maintenance,
Sexy candy.
then what if he don't want her? Then like I don't get that. I don't get saying that it's okay to make it like if
Jesus
you're dating
Christ.
me, you're responsible for certain things that I'm supposed to want for myself.
But what I'm telling you,
Like that's not
Sexy,
adding up.
it's very adding up, because what I'm telling you is that if he chooses me, I'm already a highly valued female. He's not choosing dust. So when I go out, his little coochie rate is gonna go up. Women gonna look at him.
Okay,
And
you talking about the ones that pay for females to go to school? Then I'm with you. But
yeah,
if you talking about something else,
no,
then
I just said this was minuscule. So this is like me asking for you to do any of this stuff. I'm not asking you to pay my bills, but if I'm looking good,
Can I ask hold on, Miss Lady. Can I ask what's your maintenance fee?
what's my maintenance fee? It's over $1,200
Okay. Okay. How?
A month or a week
Thank
or a
you.
day.
monthly.
Hey, but can we define what do we mean by the date stage?
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk, Joe Vaughn.
I was
Come
going to
on,
actually
Joe
go into
Oh my
that because I
God.
wanted to know as far as what the maintenance is. If we speaking about maintenance, what where are we at? Are we dating? Are we in a
It said during the
relationship?
dating stages. Did you see that? It said during the dating stages.
So
Oh, I
this
didn't
is
see that.
That's
is
what it
this
Damn,
says at the
porcelain.
top.
Okay, porcelain.
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
I
I
see
didn't mean to
during the
come
dating.
because I keep getting cut off because everybody want to
I
cut
didn't know
me
you were
off.
still going. I didn't know you were still
I
going.
didn't
Go
even get
ahead.
to land.
I'm sorry, I cut you off first, so I started.
What I was saying is,
Pick your beef with me.
okay, host,
Cause
women,
that's not no business.
we have to
Finna
go
teach
to
me
the
how to throw
dentist.
these hands.
We have to go to
Knock
the
niggas
dentist.
out.
We got to get our teeth clean. I like to smell good. I have so many perfume bottles. You like when I smell good. Oh, you smell so good. My nails, everything look good on me. My hair and everything look good on me.
Bet you
So
ain't got that.
if I'm paying all of this stuff for myself to look good for myself and it drew you to me, now it's your time to take over the bill, because now what I can do by myself, I can enjoy being by myself. I can enjoy my own nails, my own toes, my own IV treatments, hydration treatments, all that, my own spas. I can do that all by myself. But when I go out with you, your Uchi rate goes up. Other women look at me and think it attributes to your success for you taking care of me. They're like, man, that's a good, they're a great looking couple. He's taking real good care of you. And, and in reality, you haven't contributed anything to me, nothing at all. And then on top of that, you expect for me to have smets with you. So if somebody else want to be all independent, you lay them and dump them, bed rock them, pump and dump them for free. Great to them. That's not going to happen with me. I yield. Never.
Damn.
okay? So look,
because I just don't see it being that way. My fault, because I feel like if a lady is taking care of herself, that's her own prerogative. That if a man find himself interested in her, that's because he want to mess up that hair. So I don't really understand where, if I let him mess it up, I'm gonna make him respond. Now, if he mess it up without my permission, that's something different. But if I let him mess up my hair, I'm gonna make him responsible for fixing it back up.
So
Can I ask you a question, Sexy Candy? You said he don't have permission. When you say mess up your hair, what that mean? How you gonna mess your hair?
There you
So
go.
if I'm walking around looking good, don't touch me. That's the atmosphere I'm bringing out.
What?
Don't touch me. This baby. This is together. This is art. So
What
don't
up, Big
touch
Mom?
it.
What's up, baby?
You get what I'm
Oh,
saying? So if he
so
made me
imagine
put
you
Candy, you
on the
myself
saying the
boat and you
same
put
thing
your
I'm
dad.
saying. Don't touch you, because you art,
You
right?
on the boat and your
You
ponytail is.
art.
Cause I be saying, girls, all right, we want to let the brothers, cause I'm kind of
Hey,
confused.
I put it like this:
Gentlemen, let me hear you.
if you got the bread to do that, because so who got it ain't gonna be an issue. It's the people that don't got it that it becomes an issue.
yeah,
You
but
know,
I don't even think
now
it's
we
that.
dealing in reality.
I give you pushback. Come on, son, on big.
That's cool. That's cool. So I would say, in reality, though, most men ain't gonna have that. So me trying to pay for all of that stuff, that's ridiculous. And especially, it depends on the intent of the man. If I'm trying to marry you, I'm looking for wifey. I'm definitely not about to do all that stuff in the very beginning. Not at all.
I
But
ain't
if
got
you
no
know what
more
I'm saying, if I'm
pushback for
just
you. See, brother, you see when you listen to people how they come on, brother.
yeah, but if it's a situation where I'm just looking, to have a good time, then hey, yeah, what you asking for, I pay that. I go ahead and get that because at the end of the day, I'm gonna treat you how you coming, and that's you already know you an escort, you a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is to me. Escort just a fancy ass name for a prostitute. That's it.
Okay, can I speak?
Yes.
Okay, so I hear what the young lady porcelain is saying, and to each his own. I feel I maybe am in a different generation, but I feel that
You kind of
when
low. Can you do a little adjusting, or you
absolutely I can do it, Justin. Hold on one moment.
you
Can
got
you
you
hear me
got
a little better
listeners? You
now?
got to, huh?
Okay, hold on.
We got listeners. We want to make sure our listeners' experience is
Can
amazing
you
because we
can you
want
hear
to
me
stress
now?
us out, huh?
Can you hear me now better?
It's the same, but we'll work with you.
I'm sorry. Okay, so all I was saying was I understand what the young lady is saying, and to each his own. I may be of a different generation. I take dating and courting a little differently. I'm not sure if she's just speaking about just dating or if she's speaking about courting. So when it comes to dating, I feel like if you are a woman of a certain stature and you already have an upkeep, that upkeep is your upkeep, and the gentleman that's coming around to date you is expecting you to keep your upkeep so he knows what it is he's getting into. When you are courting, I believe that during the courting process, when there is a woman that has a certain upkeep in courting, the man should oblige and should uh, do so without having to be asked. That's how you vet who you decide you're dating or courting with. If you are with a man and he sees your upkeep, it is for that man to decide whether or not he wants to oblige and pay for whatever it is that he wants to pay for, and that is respected on that end. But like the gentleman said, if you are asking for a $1,200 bill of upkeep, maintenance, or so, whatever it is to be paid, what are you doing for yourself? What are you actually coming to the table? And I know everybody's in a frenzy about the coming to the table word, but what are you bringing with you? If someone else is paying for your upkeep and your maintenance, then it's not really something that you are actually fitting for yourself. I land.
My upkeep and maintenance is different. So whatever the price that whatever price I have for myself, I just love myself a lot. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't have any children. I work out. I do all of these great things for myself. So I feel like when you come around me, everything is immaculate. My house, my car, everything is so clean. It smells good. You're going to get an experience with me. You know, I'm married too. So, on top of that, you girls say courting and dating. Nobody up here, when they go out, you date before you court. No, none of these guys in America are courting you girls. They are pumping and dumping left and right. And they have multiple women on standby waiting to pump and dump them, toss them in the sheets after you leave. So let's be clear. Let's deal with reality. We want to do the TikTok courting language and make it seem like, oh, he's going to court. They're not courting here.
I
They're not
think the
coming with
reality
dowries and all of that stuff.
You
They're not doing
projecting.
it here.
You projecting.
I
No,
think
but
the
when I'm asking,
reality
what I'm
of you.
saying, host, what I'm asking is like minute, like hair, nails. That's like crumbs. Like
I think the reality of you
that's
saying that you
crumbs.
have a
That's like
maintenance that
asking
you
for a
can
gas
pay
tank. Like
is
crumbs to me.
actually
To me, that's
something that's
crumbs.
not reality.
I'm not asking for a mortgage. I'm not asking for anybody up here to buy me another property. I'm not asking y'all to help me renovate it or anything. That's thousands of dollars at
Okay,
Lowe's and
so
Home
the
Depot.
brother at
Not
the
asking
bottom,
that.
Jovan B, asked the
This is
question
crazy.
was dating, but I didn't hear. So let me ask you something. Is me going out with you the first date, is that considered dating? When are we officially dating?
Absolutely not. That's just the date. You can pay for the food. That's fine.
So
Wi-
after how long do I suppose to maintenance you, young lady, is what I'm
Every
asking.
time that you want to see me and I'm keeping myself together, because every time I step out, it's going to cost me a lot of money because I wear designer, I wear nice clothes, I wear
Come on,
nice
somebody
jewelry,
get
I
cook
wear
up.
nice
Come
everything.
on.
So if I'm spending all this money to make myself
So
look good, it's going to be a
So you
reflection
want
on you.
someone else to
so
maintain you while you project yourself to be courted, oh you don't like that word, to
I,
be vetted for
We
someone else.
gotta,
I
Someone
don't
else
want
to
nobody else
we
to
gotta,
maintain me. What
you
I'm
better.
saying is you're
hold
not
on.
going
We
to
gotta
get the
try to
clout
address
for
just a
maintain.
tad
Do you
bit.
not understand how this work when you go out in public when you're a very attractive woman that his stock go up? Do you not understand that? It's
I
other men on the corner
definitely,
that
So
will
what's the
I
agree with
difference?
me.
definitely understand that, but
So
don't you feel
so
as though
There
listen.
you
that
go. You got the
you
mic
should
together, sister.
maintain
You
that
feel?
and want what you are putting out? I'm
Man,
not
what I'm
saying
saying
that you
is,
shouldn't want.
regardless,
Let's
it's
let
gonna be
each other
maintained
talk.
for me.
Let
I'm
each
gonna
other
maintain
talk.
that. I'm gonna hold it down regardless. But if he's trying to keep me and want to take me off the market, that bill is his now. I land my plane. I have nothing else to say
Oh,
because guess what? It's other men. It's other men.
okay.
Men are
So
Hold
you
on. We
competitive by
said
gotta let.
nature. It's so many other men that's willing to take his spot. Let's be clear. Other ethnicities, other nationalities that's willing to take his spot. What you can't do, somebody else will. Call it what you want to call it.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. Okay, hold on.
Protected.
We're gonna let the brother we're gonna let the people that haven't had a chance to speak. We're gonna listen to that brother Jovan first, and then we're gonna navigate.
so
I got a couple questions too.
so so you saying that before you are in a committed relationship, just in the dating phase of getting to know you, that a man is required to pay for these things for you. That part there, I just don't see. I don't see how me getting to know you requires me to pay your maintenance bill. And I'm a man. I've dated plenty of women. I've never paid their maintenance bill in the dating phase. Now, once we are committed, and I know that you're mine, guess
But Joe
what? I
Biden,
can pay that.
respectfully, we're not going to get
I got
committed
no
because you
problem
haven't
paying.
paid anything. Why would I commit to dust? Why would I commit to dust? Why would I commit to that? With a dream, I'm not
But
going to
that's the
commit to
whole.
that.
Too many
But
Okay.
people off mic. I can't hear.
see,
Can't hear.
and that's where we got to
Too
divide.
many people off mic.
But that's where the divide is going to be at because I don't look at if I'm dating you. I'm not. Listen, you dating me. If you're going on a date with me, you're going on a date with me because you see I'm worthy, and I meet some kind type of standard that say, hey, we can go to the next level. But if we are taking it to the next level, I can't. You're talking about putting paying your maintenance fee, your hair, your nails, all of that stuff before we get committed. No, it doesn't make sense. I wouldn't tell my son to do that. You like that doesn't make sense. It's just to go on a date with you.
Okay, we're gonna.
I just want to ask one question real quick, and then y'all go ahead and continue. Hold on, real quick. Pick me real quick. Hold on, real quick. Let me just ask my sister a question here. You know what I'm saying? That's her standards, and I respect it. If that's how she get on, that's her standards.
But
But I do
yeah,
want to ask, you know what I'm saying? You was talking about pretty much if you're gonna step out and it's going to cost a lot just for you to step out the door. And pretty much what's going to happen when you meet up with the individual that you are dating, or the one that's dating you or taking you out, he's pretty much going to be paying you a reimbursement fee for getting yourself together. So essentially, saying you getting that money right back. But that's got to be some type of exchange. You said the exchange is going to be, oh man, his the amount of women that's going to want him is going to go up. They're going to see her with you. I mean, see him with you, and it's going to be like, oh man, who is that dude? It's going to make him a hot commodity. But what if those results don't come from that, and he has already paid you for that? Because sometimes you just can't fix ugly, no matter who you. So I'm asking,
Yeah, yeah.
is he really getting something in return? From or are you just a bubbly person and you gonna make it a great time? You gonna sing, dance, skip to the dude, whatever it is. What is gonna happen in exchange for him reimbursing you for you just stepping out the crib?
I mean, I just wish Kevin Samuels was living. I just posted a video kind of related to this topic where he said he feels like a man's supposed to be 100% for everything. And he also told men to not to be delusional, that there are men that are competitive out here when it comes to women. There are. It's a difference between a broke man and a wealthy man. Wealthy men don't have even the stuff that I'm asking or y'all think is so like that I'm requiring.
Even
It's,
no,
excuse me, Jovan.
even
I
with
mean, you can
that,
pose in your suit, but the real men, like that's why I'm an advocate for dating outside your race. They don't have these conversations. They don't. It's not even nothing to them. For real. You don't see bums going to a country club. You just don't. You don't see no bums pulling up to a country
yeah,
club wearing Crocs
I,
and sweatpants. Everybody looks, they look together. You don't hear the YT man complaining about
I,
any of this. All he wanted to do is to see your beautiful face, have you as like a little trophy on his arm, show everybody, oh, she's my wife, she's so beautiful,
yeah,
or she's my
that's
girlfriend, she's the
exactly.
potential next level. All of this stuff, when y'all think about it too much, it gets broke. It does. It really do. I'm sorry. So when you overthink, Kevin Samuels even said it's broke. So you have to stay within your tax bracket or whatever woman that you'd like to date. If it's like a 304, if it's some call girl on the streets, or even if it's an escort, that's what you do. I'm just telling you what my thing for me, what works for me. I know I spend a lot of money taking care of myself. I'm not gonna link up with a dusty bum and anyway, it would bring down the aesthetics of my outfit or the aesthetics of everything about me. I'm not linking up with a dusty bum. Some women out here asking the last time they had set on Smets with a guy, they didn't get nothing of it, right? But I guarantee the guy talked to his friends about her like a dog. Oh, she did it to me backwards. She had me leaning over forward, and you didn't give her nothing. Kudos to y'all, but you're never going to be able to talk about me like that. I'm just keeping it real.
But what is a woman supposed to give to that man
I don't
that
Hey,
is
I
even
paying
fuck
for
with
that?
Each other.
everything she just
I'm dating
said.
you.
I
I'm
agree
dating you,
with.
Jovan.
I
Jovan.
agree
I'm
with
dating
everything
you.
she just
You and I are going
said.
out
I
on
get.
dates.
I'm
You and I are
I'm
going out on
asking you,
dates.
no, because
Eventually,
I get what a
if we
trophy
have
piece
chemistry
is.
with each other,
I
we
get what
lead
a
up to the finale, the sexual exchange.
I
Eventually, if
get.
me and you
I
click, we lead up to that. But I'm not stimulated or I'm not turned on because you haven't. It's like a banking account. You deposit into the banking account, it yields interest, and then the more money you withdraw, eventually it comes in a negative. If you didn't deposit anything into the banking account, which is me an investment, I'm not giving you nothing. So we don't have a future.
Are
We
we
don't have
open
we don't have
panel?
So
nothing. So if you
Are
give
we
Nikki.
nothing,
open
you get
panel?
nothing.
Are we open
Yeah,
panel?
it's open panel. It's open
This,
panel. Pick
Oh,
me.
this,
I
Go
thought
ahead.
we were going around to everybody who hadn't spoke.
this
Go
sort of
ahead. Pick
confusing
me.
because she sound like she coming from a single woman's perspective.
Hold
I
And she
on,
thought
God,
sounds like she's
son.
coming from a hurt place,
I
like
don't
she's
think
been.
everybody's got
yeah,
a chance to
that part.
speak. I don't
yeah,
think
Okay.
like you were here
yeah,
before
that
me,
part.
and the Darage was here before me, and then it was
Okay,
me
go
and
ahead,
this guy.
sweetheart.
Like, have
No,
you
Maybe
go ahead,
spoken?
pick me. Go ahead, go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Oh, you okay? I feel that every woman has a right to her own standards. I don't think I can knock any woman for wanting what they want. Porcelain has the way that she sees it. I don't agree, but that's normal. That's life. I don't think a woman should expect a man to support her in their dating. When I'm looking at dating, you're not committed. You're not committed to one person. So he's probably, and maybe you are dating more than one person, and you're trying to determine whether or not you're going to spend time or you want to spend a little more time and get
to know a little get the person get to know a little get to know the person a little more. Now, whether or not Smex is involved, that's up to the woman. That's up to her whether or not she's opened her legs, because she don't have to open her legs. There doesn't have to be any type of exchange other than time. We put these other things on there. You determine whether or not you're going to open your legs. And if you choose to open your legs to everybody you're dating, that's on you. But men generally treat us the way that we present ourselves. If we present ourselves as ladies, they generally treat you as ladies, and they ain't trying to put their hands in your pants because they recognize that you haven't presented yourself as that. My husband has said to me that men can label women immediately. They put you in categories. They know exactly what you are and what you will do for them, or what they can get you to do for them. So if that's not what you're exuding, he's generally not coming across like that. But if you're exuding, you got your little tatas out, you got your bum out, you got everything, you talking sexual to him, you talking, about what y'all can do to each other. Yeah, he's getting ready to try to get it. But every man who dates you is not trying to smex you. Some men really are trying to get to know you. That's one thing. But again, I don't think that women, and this is my opinion again, because person has a right to her standard. Mine is, I want to know if I even want to spend time with you. I don't even know if I want to spend time with you. And the only way that I'll find that out is if I'm dating you and I'm spending a little time. Do I want to have a whole meal with you? Sometimes you have great conversation, and then when you get up and meet, there's nothing. So who wants to spend time with? I don't want to spend time with you. I'm trying to figure that out through that dating process. If through that dating process I'm finding out we're clicking, we want to get to know each other, and the two of us decide that we want to just commit to each other, I think then that maybe is the conversation where he may now add a little more. But I don't think women should be trying to get wife treatment when they're not a wife. You're not his wife. So how do we expect him to
Be obligated.
provide and pay for all of these things when you're not a wife? I want to be
Hey,
treated when I treated like a wife when I'm a wife, not a girlfriend. I want there to be a distinction. So if I'm trying to get everything up front and I haven't even showed him what I'm bringing to the table, it's more to it than just looks. It's more to it than just body, because you can have the bangingest body. You can be the most beautiful person in the world, but are ugly in the inside. And everything is all about you, what you want, what you want. It's
hey,
all about making
pick
you
me.
happy. So at the end of the day, I just think that everybody has a right to how they want and what their standards are. But for me, I don't think that it's fair to say
Hey,
to men they need to pay for me
hey,
to spend time with you. That's just my opinion.
pick me. Pick me real quick. Hey, play. You know I'm about to get out of here. I'm at the spot, but I'm gonna say this real quick. Hey, I feel you. Pick me. Porcelain. I'm gonna say this, and I'm out of here. I agree with everything you were saying. I mean, I don't care what Captain Samuel you says, but I agree with what you're saying, except for one thing, because you kind of threw the whole thing about race up in there. It's more so about classism, the different class of man. You got,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? It's not, let's not use the race thing, even though
Yeah.
I know, we say synonymous to YNs and all that other stuff, but, don't,
Yeah.
you can do what you want. I'm just saying, sis, try not to blanket it like that on the race side, but
Yeah, I'm trying
more
not
so a
to, but I'm
class
Yeah.
just
side.
keeping it real.
You know what
The
I'm
I'm
YT
saying?
man, they all in my comments in my DMs. Like, why am I even posting a video about Kevin Samuels? It's only this argument is only in the BLK community, respectfully.
I
Any
feel
YT
you. I
man in
feel
the
you. I'm
comments, I
out of
would
here.
drop down if you agree that men, that if you agree that you don't want to pay for men. I mean, I'm sorry if you don't want to pay for women. Any YT man, and I would throw 5 galaxies because I never heard a YT man complain about this. You would get fifty
Hey, if
dollars.
I
they
mean,
got it, they got it. They got it, they
They
got it.
never
And it
complain
could
about
be
it
the
ever.
circles you hanging in too. It could be the
But
circles you hang in, porcelain. You don't hang around them certain type of circles. So it could be who you surround yourself around, you know what I'm saying, that you ain't gonna never run into that issue. But they got them too. YT
but you
got
know,
it, Asians got it, Mexicans got it, blacks got it.
it's all about the
It, you know what I'm
class.
saying? Everybody got it. It's more so a class of certain individuals that when they got it, that's not an issue for them. So if that's what you asked for, oh man, I'm gonna throw that at her. That's what she want. I got it. I'm gonna give it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. But y'all go ahead, peace out, play. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Porcelain sister,
Love
you
you,
already
and
know,
I
man.
and I wasn't trying to say it to be disrespectful. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of women out here are giving out free cat. They getting these BBL done on credit, right? They getting BBLs done on credit. They got bad credit and talking about, oh, I don't want a man. Tell him to finish your credit at least before you out there on your knees bobbing away. Y'all not virgins. Y'all
I
up here,
want to
y'all smexing,
Well, you know,
but got
So
bad
if
but
there's
you
credit
a
know
and a
what?
bank
price,
account
But
on
you
if
know,
file.
there's a
I
I
price
know
don't,
you
I
got
don't
for
think
it,
10
you
grand
should
in your
be.
banking account.
so
Let's be
if
for
Well,
there's
real.
a
it's a
price
price.
for it, what does that mean then? If there's a
But
price for having smacks, what is that then?
we got to
If
give
you're,
everybody we got to give everybody a chance.
I'm
The
sorry,
speaker
host.
there hasn't spoken. We want to let Nadesh speak, and then we can move around and later. Go ahead, Nadesh.
So the prompt says during the dating stages, right? And so are men expected to maintain? No, they are not. However, let me just say this as far as my maintenance, the date itself completely different. Like I'm not paying for a date unless I'm asking him to go on a date, right? If I'm asking him to go on a date, I'll pay for it. I've done it before, it's not a problem. However, if he's planning the date, I'm not paying for anything. The maintenance during dating stage, absolutely not. I understand that person said, ask. I've never had to ask a man to do anything because he's willing. I've been blessed to be around generous men, right? And I guess it's how I carry myself. If they see something that, if they want to treat me, I'm grateful for it, but it's not expected. There's not an expectation. Um, the asking part, I have a problem with. Like, why would a woman have to ask
Yes, I never
somebody
did
that
that.
you did? I'm sorry, you did it several times, but that's neither here nor there. Um, because I wrote it down because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't speaking out of terms. So to ask a man for anything, if a man is interested in you, he's gonna study you. He's gonna take notes. So he's gonna know that my nails need to be done every 2 weeks. I'm not gonna have to ask. If he wants to gift me and pay for that, thank you. I appreciate it. But I have another question though, because you said that your maintenance fee was $1,200 or whatever. So when I hear that, I hear that means if this man pays $1,200 for your maintenance fee, that you are at his disposal whenever he calls. Whenever he calls, you got to run. That's crazy talk to me.
That
I mean, to each his own. I
myself
mean, to
too.
each his own. Like, because I know, and I'm a woman, but I know if I put a down payment on something, or if I put something, because it's a down payment and how you're talking, if I'm putting a down payment on something, I'm going to want to use it. I'm going to want to have access to it. I'm going to want to smell it. I want to touch it. I want to see. I'm not just going to be putting down payment on something and it's just walking around freely. Make that make sense. But I land.
Is because I know a man don't. You say you don't have to ask, right? So if you don't have to ask, you will understand where I'm coming from. When they was trying to say that they don't have any requirements, I said ask. If you're going to get your BBLs done, tell him to fix your credit. Do something. You giving out free cat. So when you say, oh,
But
he expects. Hold on, he expects for you. You at his every beck and call. I'm not at anybody's every beck and call. Did you not understand that I say I maintain myself first, and that if
no, I heard that. But you
if
also,
he
when the
wants to
gentleman
hang
asked you
around
how
me,
much it
he
was,
continuously
you
wants
said
me to
twelve
go out on
hundred.
dates for you. The bill has shifted. It's now yours. Period. And I just also said before he left, you don't have to worry about this in a YT community. You don't have to ask them for anything. They're going to just do it because they're going to notice by the way you upkeep yourself, by the car you drive, by how you just keep yourself. So whatever. Like if
Well, I thought we said we weren't gonna put uh
I tried to,
races
but I
in it.
just brought that up, Godson. I was trying not to bring it back up, but that's what I was trying to tell her.
Yeah, that's being a little narrow minded because we all don't operate like that. But I was listening to what you were saying. You said you married, but you seem like you coming off as a single woman. And you said like nails and all that. That's nothing. That's minute. That's not anything.
I just
But if
said
you really
Godson. I said that's minuscule stuff. That's like gas in a car. That's
right,
like chips.
exactly.
That's like crumbs to me.
Ex-
And they're making a big deal about it. That's what's it's so concerning to me because it's not.
no,
I have real estate property. I'm not asking them to go home. I'm not asking none of these men on the panel to go pay anything for any material at Lowe's or Home Depot. Minimum $10,000. I'm not asking for that. So the
no,
fact that a lot of these
I
women
understand.
are tripping
I
about
understand.
$1,200, it feels like Walmart to me. It just feels so disgusting. I want to get down. It's so gross to me.
Right, but
Said though, you're talking like a single person. The married woman doesn't speak like how you're speaking though.
that part, and not just so much that when you say things like uh if a guy's dealing with a female and then he's doing things for her, that means that she would get in a comfortable state of him doing something. Wouldn't that compromise feelings of, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you really into me, or are you really into what I can do for you? Now, it like the other lady just said, a man, he's gonna recognize some things that she needs and is gonna tend to him just because he see her and he's around her. But if I'm doing things and I'm doing them and I'm getting your hair done, doing whatever, gassing your car up, washing your car, and then I get 5 minutes of your time, and then you going off doing whatever you're doing. Eventually, you're gonna get accustomed to that. But then when I want to start spending time or whatever, that may differ things. So, are you doing? Would a woman be? That's why men be uh overprotective on how they do things for women, because I could be doing something for you. I may like you, I may be interested in you, but you may be interested in me financing your upscale or your upkeep, and don't even have intentions on, you know what I'm saying, giving me what it is that I want, but I'm giving what you want because it's money. Maybe that's something that I have plenty of, so it doesn't matter whether what race I'm in or whatever. It wouldn't matter. So wouldn't that distort your feelings on me, and wouldn't that be putting me in a unpredictable situation when you start labeling, putting money, you got to get this, you got to get that, for us to do this, for us to do that. If it's not genuine, you know what I'm saying, then you pretty
It,
much know what it is.
But Godson, I'm
it's
not
not
saying that I would
genuine. It's
pursue.
monetary
I'm
what
not
she's speaking.
pursuing
She's
it
speaking
without being.
monetary, not genuine.
I'm not saying
Go.
that I'm pursuing this without being genuine. I said the first date, right? So if me and you don't have chemistry with each other and you want to go on a second date, and I'm like, okay, well, I want to go get my hair done or something like the crumbs that I'm asking for, crumb stuff that women love. Well, I thought women love spa treatments and stuff like that. But if you don't want to do any of those things, there will not be another date. We're not pass and go. We're not collecting $200 because I'm not going to get the $200. I'm not going to get anything from you. So you're not my type of guy. Some people have five languages of love. Mine is gift giving. I love gift giving. And I'm not selfish, Godson. I give great gifts too. When I find an exceptional man, I give
Cap,
great gifts too. Well, you can say cap host, but I give great
I
gifts
ain't
too.
saying nothing. I'm looking at the thing. I'm
When
multitasking.
when my husband's at work and he's hungry, I can send a DoorDash to him. No problem. It's fine. I think of stuff like that. Spontaneous stuff. But what I'm saying for these women to sit up here and be like, oh, I don't have any requirements. I guarantee you, if a strong, successful provider was to kick money to them, it'll change their whole life.
I
The reason why
detofinitely
they're so
didn't say or
oppositional
don't think
Hold
that I
on,
towards
let
it
her
did.
because they
land.
don't
Let her
receive it.
land.
The reason why they're so oppositional towards it because they're being pumped and dumped. They're being pumped and dumped. They're not being chosen. So they're giving this pick me energy because they want to be picked. But real women, it's women out here that's asking men for cars, asking men to demanding men to pay their rent, their mortgages, and all
Right.
this stuff. I'm asking for minute stuff. Like I think that
Asking.
dating.
I do
I'm not
believe.
asking, lady,
Hold
because I don't need
on.
to
You
ask. But
just
what I'm
said
saying,
it.
the requirements. It's okay if you're free. It's okay if they pump and dump and leave semen in you and they go to the next woman. They're not going to do me like that, sir, respectfully. And I wouldn't want them to do your daughter like that, respectfully. But
What's the big
if I'm not your type of woman, that's okay too. We can part ways. But it's some other men that like women that look nice and take them out to nice places and respect how she upkeep herself and be like, yeah, I want to take you here. I want to take you out. They fly them out, vacations and all of that stuff.
What's the big deal in her? Why is it a big deal in what she? If we don't like, I already said in the beginning, that's not for me, right? But I don't think there's anything wrong with her having those expectations. I'm not understanding why there's that continuously asking her questions about what she requires, why aren't you just talking about what you require and what you believe, as opposed to trying to get an understanding from where she's coming from? She's coming from where she's coming from. She already said what her expectations are. It doesn't matter what questions are being asked of her or thrown at her. Those are her expectations. Now, the question is, you have the option to say that's not what I want. Just like she has the option to say that's not what she wants. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with her having that. If that's not for you, her expectations aren't for you, then it's not for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. My expectations is not for you. And so we all have different expectations. What's the big deal in her saying, this is what I require? If you don't want to give it, you don't have to give it. There's nothing wrong with that. But we can't sit here and make her feel like she wants to get down, because every single person on here, minus Amy and Lake, has been like bombarding her with, no, you're saying this, you're saying that. No, she's saying what she's saying. She's
May I
saying this
speak?
is her
Is it
expectation.
bombarding? Is it
Can I,
bombarding or is it
not
asking? Is
dares,
it
can I
asking?
land?
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna
Go
land.
ahead.
I swear I will land. I swear I will. My point is, it seems to be bombarding because every single person is asking. That's when it's bombarding. Get it together. Nadir's godson, Javon. Why can't her choice be her choice? That's it. If it doesn't work for us, like Nadir, you said it didn't work for you. I said it didn't work for me. But I don't have to sit here and continuously question her. She spoke on what she felt she needed as far as dating is concerned. Then
May
you
I?
spoke on what you needed. I spoke on what I thought it was. But I'm not questioning each of you on what your opinions are. So I'm not sure why there's that. Why do you want that? Well, that's not right. That's not. And I'm not saying those are the things you're saying. I'm just giving that an example. Leave her alone and let her live in her and what she wants.
May I speak?
Can I
Well,
can I go?
can I interject for 1 second?
Can I
I'll be
just speak
real
on,
quick,
Go ahead,
because
Lake.
she
Doc.
did say, get it
Go
together
ahead, bro.
first. Can I just speak on what she said? I never had an issue about what she chooses to do, and I still don't. I applaud her for whatever it is she does. And like you said, whatever she chooses to do is her opinion. I agree. But what my I stated what I like and what I agree on and what I feel on the topic, but I don't agree on the fact that if it's opposite from what she likes, she decides to say that someone is being pumped and dumped or someone is doing this. It's not okay just because you choose to do it. It's okay. It's okay that you choose to do it. But that doesn't make what anyone else choose to do wrong or should be looked down upon or should be looked as if it shouldn't be a thing. We're not I don't know about we, but I am not knocking porcelain at all for what she chooses to do. That's her opinion. That's how she feels. Like I stated, I feel like when a man is vetting, yes, that is something that he does. When it's dating, he's seeing if he wants to court. I mean, when a man wants to court you, that's something that he does. When he's dating, he's seeing if he wants to court you. That's all I say.
We're in the United States. Get it together. Where are you from?
I'm from the United States. I'm from New York City. What are you talking about?
The reason I ask is, come on, get it together. You know, we don't
Hold,
discuss
hold,
courting in the United States. That's
And
just
hold
that's
not
on,
a
hold on,
problem.
hold on, hold on, hold
That's the
on, hold
problem.
on,
That's not my
hold on.
problem.
You
hear
land,
it.
hold
Can
on,
I
Why is it
respond?
hold
okay
on.
for
You landed
porcelain
your
to want
Somebody
to
plane.
that
be
They
wait a minute,
call.
why is it okay for porcelain to want to be maintained, but it's not okay for me to say court?
You can say what you want to say. You're right.
So
You
why are you
hold
No,
on.
opposing
but
it?
Hold on. You are so you're
can I
right.
say
You're right. Get it together. And I apologize. Thank you for correcting me. I have no problem with that.
Thank you,
I
Miss
don't.
Chris.
so? Can I say? Can I just say
Wobble.
something?
Yeah, let's just
Real.
let's try to speak for a minute and move it around because everybody seems like they engaging in the conversation and we love that. Tap that screen, man. We supposed to be at 50K, y'all. Stop playing. Come on, the dead.
So to answer, I don't know what her name is. I'm sorry, Dave. To answer that, here's the problem. So to each his own to porcelain, right? However, and we are, and this is going off the topic, but we always talk about on these panels about our community and being accountable and showing, telling women if something doesn't look right or sound right or taste right or whatever, just to tell a sister like, hey, this looks like, because there's a lot of people looking into this in this live, right? So as an elder, I don't know how old everybody else is, but as an elder, I know I'm older than her. Um, I have to say something. It's I'm not gonna listen to each his own. Again, I know there's a lot of women out there that do what she do, which is fine. Well, do you? However, I'm not gonna sit on this panel and not say nothing and address her if something is incorrect for the next girl that's watching her.
Wait,
If
wait,
you're
hold
sitting there
fast now.
telling
Go on land.
Alien, because
Okay,
go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
this, this,
Hold on. You got it. You got. We gonna let her get it out there. We gonna bring it to you. We got time, y'all. We here. Everybody can get their point across. Come on with it, sister. You was trying to finish?
He could go.
Wait, hold on, sister. You need to finish your point. We ain't got to cut people off to a point where they don't feel like talking. Come on, we here.
And my point was made. I'm holding my position as an elder to tell somebody that while other people are watching, other women are watching, right? If you're sitting there saying my down payment, your deposit for me to date me is $1,200 to a man, that means I have access to you. When I call your phone, you better be ready. Stay ready because I paid $1,200 per month, right? So that's nice. That's okay to so a young girl to be like, I want to be like that. I'm gonna just ask the next man to put $1,200. What are we talking about here?
Young girls giving it up for free, according to Sexy Red.
What are we talking? And,
People,
and I'm not
they're giving it
condoning
up
that
for free.
either,
These young
Porcelain.
girls
I'm
are
not
getting
condoning
ran
that
through.
either.
They're
But
getting ran through. And
I have to say something
if
though.
a man thinks that $1,200 will gain him full access to me, then that shows me that that's how you operate. Because $1,200 is not going to gain you full access to me. I said that was a maintenance fee, meaning it's just maintenance. It's like crumbs to me, like a gas tank. You know how y'all smile when y'all get the cheesy little roses and the cheesy little candies, and you're like, oh my
Yeah,
god, Valentine's Day. Oh,
that's
that
crumbs to
doesn't work for
you.
me. It's just
okay,
That's crumbs to
taste
you,
of a
but you
love
don't know
note
what it is
from
to
him.
him.
I was just going off of what they had said, and she said that they were attacking you. Only reason I was saying something because you said two things that drew up my antennas. The one thing about the white tea person, the way they conduct themselves, and the other one was when you was like you ask or whatever, and receive whatever the case may be.
I
What I'm
apologize
saying,
about the YT person when the guy left. That's why I brought it up. I said I apologize for bringing that up. So I
right,
guess
but I'm just saying, and like the sister said that was just speaking, you know what I'm saying? We on the platform, you got 200 some people in here. You can give impressions that, a young mind may be listening and think that's the right thing to do. But what really drew the flag is you're saying all these things, but you're speaking. I'm thinking that you said that you're married. So if you're married, I don't understand how you have these views. And then for two, you got views of someone like you said the white tea person don't mind doing this or don't mind doing that. A person is paying for an escort service doesn't mind doing that as well because he's getting something out of it. It's more like you're more like a trophy or you're like a piece. You're just like a token. You just been bought. You know what I mean? Like even though
so.
you
And
may
so
be getting
when black
hold
men
fast.
when
Hold fast.
okay,
When you but what I'm saying when you categorize it like that, you say the white tee, they don't mind doing this, they don't mind doing that. A BL doesn't mind doing it either. If he knows you know what I'm saying, he knows what's coming in the end. You may be getting those gifts and thinking, okay, yeah, this guy's sweet or whatever. He don't mind doing this, but then you know what I'm saying something may come out in the end. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't understand how you have a view like this, but you're married. I mean, if we keeping it real, or we just speaking just to be speaking, because a
no, I
married
am.
woman,
I am.
how,
And guess what? When I tell my husband, he's not going to just sleep with me all the time because we're married. I'm not at
no,
his disposal because let's be clear, because we got married, that I don't have to have any prerequisites. I'm not supposed to have nothing because I'm married. You're not supposed to do anything for me. So I supposed to be some
no, I'm
sex
no,
slave,
he's no,
some
I'm
sex
I'm not
slave and
saying
let him hump on
I'm
me,
not saying
sun up to
no, I'm not saying
sundown,
it
and
all.
all
He
day.
he's
All of
already
that.
obligated himself to those things because you said that you
But
are
we
married.
dated
I'm
first.
talking about
We
someone.
dated first, sir. What I mean, what are y'all not? We dated first. You think we just got married? We dated first, and these
No,
were my requirements. We
I,
dated
I'm
first. Are you serious?
Okay. No, no, I'm not.
I don't
I'm no.
understand why you so
I'm
angry
understand.
though.
I'm
Right.
not
I'm
angry. I
understanding
just
what
don't
you're
understand
saying.
why you're so cheap about yourself that you think that I'm overly expensive. And I'm telling you, these
No,
are
I didn't.
I
qualities of
never
my
I
said you
man.
were
never
overly
said you were
expensive.
overly
That's what I'm
expensive. I'm
saying.
These are
saying
You
to me.
are
Everybody's talking about
classifying and
$1,200 is
blaming
a
and
lot of
pointing
money.
fingers at
I
other
know that
people
twelve hundred
when we
dollars. I
never
know we in
said
a
that it was wrong
recession,
of you to do
but
what you
twelve
do
hundred
or feel
dollars
how you
ain't shit
feel.
if you think about it. It's not even. It's like $1,200 is nothing if you think about it. I
okay.
don't know. It's
Listen,
probably
listen,
like
listen.
$50
Okay,
a
look.
day or something.
Listen. That is not.
It's
You're
like
right. That is not. That
disrespectful
listen.
at this
That's
point that y'all
listen.
even thinking about this like
That's
this.
my.
Oh, he gets $1,200. He get to have free reign over you like you're a prostitute. That's what y'all think about yourselves. It's
No, that's not true.
it's
But you know,
disrespectful.
it was just a whole case going on with Puffy with the same situation because somebody gave somebody a couple dollars. So you can't say it like it's nothing. And that's this man is fighting for his life because he had money to fly somebody out and do this and do that. So if
Guys,
you
son,
got those things,
those escorts was giving $50 to $100 to smacks on a woman that was on the front page of a magazine that we all found to be beautiful and desirable, but she had a dumpster puss, basically.
I mean, but you
Everybody's
don't know
giving
that.
her
You don't know
drama.
that. You don't know that until the end. Like when you.
According to all of the things that Cassie was very hyper sexual. She was ran through. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm saying
Porcelain, why do you continuously judge and point fingers at
first
people,
of all, when
but
we
you don't
talking
want no
about
one to
Cassie,
judge
she's
or
a
point fingers at
gangster.
you?
Unapologetically, she run
And
Diddy, free Diddy.
That's some real shit right
And
there.
we talked about that
Hey, hey,
yesterday.
hey, hey,
Free
listen,
Diddy,
hey, that's some real shit she just said right there, though.
free Diddy. So you can
I don't
process
have
that shit all
anything.
day. What
I
lady?
agree. I don't
Whatever.
like the fact of the Cassie thing either. I do feel like she put herself there and she knew what she was doing. That's not my point. I'm talking about why Porcelain feels the need to be on defense. You don't have to be on defense to argue your point or to stand 10 on what you believe in. Mama, I
You don't
am not
wholeheartedly
going
believe it.
against you. I
I'm
do
on the
not feel
fence
like
because
there's
Cassie
something that
got a
you're doing
black man
wrong.
in prison for something that she wanted to do, and everybody's giving her excuse mechanism and trying to blame it on mental health
talking about
We
when
just
we're
said
she's
that
talking
we
about
smart.
weren't
her.
He
talking
just
about that.
brought
And
it
we're
up.
We're not
not
No, no,
talking
talking
no,
about
about
no,
You're
Diddy.
no, no, no,
We're
no,
bitter.
not
no, no,
talking
no,
You're
about
bitter.
no.
Diddy.
You're
I'm not talking
bitter.
about Diddy. I'm talking about
Who's
the
bitter?
situation.
We're
The
not talking
situation
about
that he's
her.
in is because he's doing something that you're demanding a man has to do for you. That's all I'm saying. I'm not getting all off into the situation. I'm just getting off into look at what a situation like that can bring. If
Godson,
I'm
I
paying
agree
for
with
you
you.
for something, if I'm
agree.
paying for you for something and then it turns around, I'm not getting what I want or you're not getting what
But
you want, I
Godson,
can be
you're trying to turn
financially.
this into a sexual exchange. They turned it into a sexual exchange. They said she said that if a man pays $1,200 every time he calls you, he's going to want something from you. I don't deal with that type of stuff because if a man give her
No,
twelve
she
hundred
said she
dollars,
just no, he just he's gonna want you.
yeah, he's gonna want you from
I
sun
think
up to
if anybody give
sundown.
anybody $1,200, they gonna want
No,
something.
no,
Not
twelve
maybe
hundred
not
dollars.
Porcelain,
maybe
what
not
part
that
of
long, but they gonna want
the
something
country
in
do you
It's
live
none of
return.
your
in?
business. It's
Hold
none
on.
of your
Can I
business.
take a
I'm
can we
not
take
telling
a
you anything
break?
personal
Just
about
a
me.
little break to
The
remind
fuck?
everybody. Hold on. Can we remind everybody to tap post? We have over 200 people and we only at
I
17,000.
told
So
y'all
please.
50K is the
Can can
destination. Now come
can I
on, tap
can
up
I
for what
speak?
we here
Can I
every day, showing you
can I
love. Tap up now.
can I speak?
God
Because I
damn.
haven't spoken on. I haven't
Come
spoken
on,
on. So
Lake. We
can I
want to
speak?
hear you. Where you been at, Lake?
Yes.
I've been handling some business
Come
stuff on the
on, I'm
other
messing with
end,
you. Come
man.
on, man. Talk to
And
us. Come
you
on,
know,
Lake.
so to get to the point of the panel and everything like that, the dating scene or the date to answer the question, no, I don't feel that way about when we first dating because I feel like when you do whatever you say court or you wife your woman, you're gonna be dating her for the rest of your life. All right, I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those men that I'm not bragging. I'm truly blessed. I make enough money. So I'm not one of those guys that don't mind giving my woman what she needs. I don't have a problem with it. My only thing is with my woman. I want to make sure she's mine. I don't want to spend that type of money and she's not mine. Now I don't mind getting the hair done. I don't mind the nails or whatever the case may be because I do agree that there's levels to this stuff, y'all. There's levels to money. There's levels to beauty. There's levels to everything. So when you're going after something that you know for a fact in that woman is a certain level of beauty and charisma and cachet and class she got, you already know what she's coming with. The same way on the other end, if a man makes over $600,000 and $700,000, you already know what type of man that you're getting yourself into. There's levels to this. You can say reality all you want. There's levels to everything. Now, what I don't agree is the race thing about whatever. There's different class of men. So there's some men out here that carry themselves a certain way and don't have a problem. My only thing is, I think a lot of men are afraid if they do have that type of money that they don't want to invest that and they don't get no ROI, meaning they don't get no return on their investment with the woman. Y'all have nothing in common. Y'all can't speak. Y'all can't talk. It's because some point that money can be taken away. Your looks can be taken away. And if your looks got taken away because you got into an accident or you got sick, am I still gonna be the man to love you? If my money gets taken away, are you gonna still be that man, that woman to love me? Because some of the stuff that y'all discussing on this shit is subjective. At the end of the day, everything from beauty to money can be taken at the blink of an eye. That's why when I first came up here, I'm blessed to make the money I do. So I'm humble with it. So at the end of the day, my family comes first. If my woman is, if she get and it's 400, 500. I have no problem. I have no problem. But you best believe she is supportive. She respectful. We have the type of sex I want. She's praying for me. She's loyal and everything like that. So I don't have to look over my shoulder to wonder if she's doing something other than. And vice versa. When it comes to her, I'm investing in her too. So understand this, people. There's levels to everything. Like big homie said in the host, his talk. This is a podcast, and he aspires to take this podcast to another level, not stay at the level that he's at. All of us should be growing and trying to move at the place that we're trying to go. I do agree with Pikmin when she's saying that woman's opinion is her opinion. If it do not apply, let that shit fly. Because at the end of the day, if that's what she wants, some man can meet that criteria. Because if you really look at all of us, we all have criteria. We all have things that we want our men and women to meet. The expectation. If they don't meet them, you don't talk to them. You can treat them like they're beneath you or whatever the case may be. So at the end of the day, everybody is allowed to have their own opinion and feel the way they feel. You still have to respect that. You don't have to like it, but you can understand it. And we should not tear no one down on this panel because of the way they feel or the way they're moving. If it's working for them, let's keep it a buck. In Portston Bobby favor, she's married. All of us we're not married. So the pygmies that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if pygmies married, but a lot of us are not married. She reached the pinnacle. So at the end of the day, if that man is taking care of all of her expenses and all that stuff like that, who are we? And God and I agree. If you feel like she's not talking like a married woman, it doesn't matter what we say, homie. Her husband's approving everything that's going on. So if her husband say he approve it, then we got to step off and let it go because at the end of the day, she's living for him. She's not living for us.
You right.
So
You right.
I just want everybody to keep this in mind. Let's just keep it a buck. There's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? If you make a certain amount of money, like the Rolls Royce and the Porsche commercials, they have no commercials. They have no commercials. If you know where to find them, you will go find them. If you got the money, you will go find them. They do not come looking for you. The Bentley, the Rolls Royce does not throw the Ferraris. They do not throw themselves on you. If you got the money, you know what you're looking at. If you in the wrong place, when you get there, they will also know that too. If Porcelain Bobby feels that she's a Ferrari and you ain't got Ferrari money, let that woman go, let that Ferrari go and get you something that you can afford, and vice versa when it comes to the men. By no means should we tear nobody down on this panel. Let's just understand the question. Let's have good dialogue and understand where we at. It shouldn't strike a nerve. Hit dogs holler, and that's that. So if that's the way she feel, let it be a buck. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is.
Why
I
you
land.
why you so upset about
Church.
it? But I think
Church.
that the difference that what you were talking about, Lake, and what this was talking about, you were talking about actually in a committed relationship. You kept talking about your woman. You kept talking about what you were going to do with your woman. And I think the
True.
disconnect that people are having is the question that the host has is in the dating phase. I'm not
And,
sorry, dating stage. And
and,
what some of the, hold on one second,
okay.
and what some of the people on the panel were referencing as dating, and then Porcelain's response to what her expectations are for dating. What again? What you were referencing was really a committed relationship. You kept saying your woman, and I think the disconnect. Even though you and I are on the same page, Porcelain has a right to her opinion. She has a right to date and have expectations. But I think where people are, some of the people on the panel have an issue with is her expectation for people in the dating stage, and you're
But
not necessarily
but
committed. But
I'm
even
hitting that.
still,
I'm hitting
that's
that.
her choice.
Okay, I'm hitting that in the dating field. That's what I said. My whole point is, if she comes to you, y'all go on y'all first date, and that's not, y'all don't have none of the connection, y'all don't have that, or whatever the case may be, do, and you feel that that's not the case, then do let it fly. But let's say, for instance, let's play devil's advocate. Let's say you do got a connection with her. Let's say you do got a connection with her, and you want to see her again, and she say that. If you want to see her again, then you might go ahead and just do that. If you don't want to see her again, you know what I'm saying, then don't do that. Either way, you have a choice about this thing. You have a choice. She is giving you a choice. She's not holding a gun to your head or whatever the case may be. And to her point, some men, when you do got it, you don't complain about it. Like, to me, $1,200 is nothing to me. But I am understanding that everybody doesn't have $1,200 to go spend. So it just depends on who you are. Just like certain places, if you don't belong there because your finances are not there, you don't belong there. And that's what it
So
is.
can
It's
I?
no shade. It's no nothing. But if you don't belong there, you don't belong there. It's okay. It's okay. But if you do belong there, then you do. It's okay as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the host up there smoking cigars. That's an expensive habit. If you belong there, you belong there. If you
Okay, can
don't, you
I?
don't. Everybody has money they spend. Everybody has something they spend money on. She just requiring you do that with her. And I land.
Okay, okay. Can I just respond real quick? So you're saying, if it
Okay,
doesn't
okay.
apply, let it fly. However, everybody has their opinion, right? So this is a panel where we have dialogue. If we're just up here to give our opinion and keep it moving, then that's not a dialogue. And maybe the definition changed. I don't know. But if there's difference of opinions, right? That's when we come in and we can voice it. Is that not what we're supposed to be doing? Or we're just supposed to just come up here and agree with everybody and then keep it moving?
I was gonna
I
be
don't
the
No,
think you
no.
have to
What we're saying, no,
I don't
no.
think you have to come up and agree with everyone because, of course, then that wouldn't be a panel. But what I was,
Exactly, but that's
but
not
I,
what the
what I,
gentleman was. I was
but what?
addressing the gentleman.
Oh, I'm
Well,
sorry. I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead,
can
Mike.
like, well, I can say that. Where my whole point is, you supposed to have I mean, you can still have dialogue, and we can talk. All I'm saying is, I agree with Pick Me. Don't You don't have to tear no one down based on what their beliefs is and what they got going on. That's what I mean by
So
the dialogue. We can agree to
I
always disagree.
understand. I understand that, sir, but that's not what you said. So
That's
when you said
exactly what I said.
that, okay, all right, you got it, sir.
That's exactly what I said. I'm not trying to step on no toes or nothing like that. I'm just basically saying that we can have me and you are having dialogue. If we do not agree, it's okay for us to agree to disagree. It's okay.
Who haven't had a chance to speak?
Points, proof, and solutions is new.
Come on.
Yeah. What's going on? I would just simply say, when you put when you try to put money on like a human interaction, I mean things that just come naturally, that overshadows the like natural connection. You can't put money on that at all. When you start doing that, then you really are saying that everything that comes with an interaction is it should come with money. It just is backwards. You can't My brain can't comprehend that if I'm going outside and I'm just speaking to people, and if we're having a cool conversation, a substantial conversation, next thing you know, you only won't like me because of a dollar amount. It is backwards. I would never understand that. And then another thing that gets me is how people will put money on something and contradict themselves, right? So I was hearing a lot about, well, we dating like with the prompt says, if we dating, am I expected to, maintain you? And it's like, well, back in the days anyway, you you either was like, prostituting or you was paying for your wife. So it really don't matter. So words start, we give meaning to words, and over time these things start to look similar anyway, right? When you put, that's why I'm not I don't like look at religion in a certain way that contradicts my logic, right? A lot of people take religion and just look at it in any kind of way. Me, I'm like, things don't make sense. If we got to pay for it even when we marry, what's the difference? But at the same time, that is the messed up part about it. That's the delusional part that is placed on us, right? We ain't thinking about it like, yo, this don't supposed to happen this way, right? We supposed to naturally come together and then grow from there, not expecting money out of the situation, and how much you can quantify our interaction. Like, you can be bought. It don't make sense.
I have a question. Okay, so for the guys and for the girls, for the women, excuse me, and for the men, excuse me. If at one point we were saying that a woman that puts a price on her time is considered a SMEX worker. And I'm not saying that you are or not. I'm not saying, person, that's not what I'm saying. But then we also had a point in time where we felt like, oh, a woman should value herself more. What I'm just trying to figure out, which one is it that the world is looking for? Is it the woman that is putting a label on, a price tag on her body as value? Or is it the woman that values herself enough to know that her personality and everything else and how she upkeeps herself is going to attract that man? And I understand, and I don't want you to think at all that I'm saying that you should not have that ways, porcelain, at all. I'm just asking, what is it that you should already be attracting these men by your upkeep? So you shouldn't have to even have this conversation. If your upkeep is where it is, you are attracting that. And those that are not in that tax bracket will not be dealing with you. You
Did
should
I
even
not just did I
entertain
not
that
just
conversation.
did we not just come up here and read a prompt? Right? The prompt said during the dating phases, are men expected to maintain a woman's maintenance? All I did was answer the question to the prompt. Right? So you're trying to say that I'm out here like you making it seem like
I didn't.
I'm married. So when I met my husband, I'm not panhandling him. He knew what time it was when he met me, period. Like you said, he saw something and he said, man, she's beautiful. He knew what time it was. I didn't have to go through this teeth pulling process. Just like someone in the comments, when I said something about YT people, they was encouraging men to go to Asian and date other ethnicities of women and said that they don't require too much. All they want is a house. Did I say anything about a house? I didn't say anything about it. What I'm telling you is that it's maintenance. To me, it's like when, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I think this is the cheapest thing in the world. So I think I'm being gracious to ask a man for this. And that's why I think we're the miscommunication is, because in my mind, I'm feeling like I'm asking a man to take me to Walmart. Like when I ask him to do these things. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it to you. I'm
No, I
telling
get
you, if
that.
I date a man, I'm feeling like I'm being so gracious. Like, oh, I don't need you to pay my mortgage. I don't need you to
No,
pay,
that's definitely not what I
for
mean,
my
my love.
construction equipment. I don't need you to pay any of those things. Just handle the cheap stuff. To
Right.
me, this
I
is the
definitely
cheap stuff.
understand that. What I'm
Okay.
saying is when you handle yourself to that standard in that caliber, you don't have to ask, my love. That's all I'm
But
saying.
I'm not asking. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not asking for anything. It's given.
Okay.
I don't have to ask for anything. I don't have to ask for anything. Not at all. I
Absolutely.
have
I
my husband's
understand.
credit card. I don't have to ask. I just swipe it. Titanium American Express. Swipe. Done. Don't ask for anything.
Absolutely.
I don't think your number's bad because mine's a little higher than
I
yours.
mean, if we
Your number's higher than mine. That's why I understand the big deal. I'm like, okay, if $1,200 is a lot of money, and I feel like I'm being on a Walmart
It's,
price, we in trouble,
We
boy.
gonna let the brother speak. He
it's
just came and asked to speak.
no, it's it's when you know what it is. It's not even the 1,200. I think it's kind of what you were just saying. The lady was just saying there about the value. When you put a monetary value on yourself in the dating phase, now where's the personal value? Where's the core values of you that I have to look forward to? Because if it's all money talk in the beginning, and you're dating that man 9 times out of 10 because he either looks like he has it, he looks well rounded, he looks like somebody who is, in order, has their life in order. So the expectation is already, on the uprise for you, like that you're looking at him. So it's the expectation of, yes, you have to pay my bill. I think that's the part that's curving everybody, because most people in here are looking at it from a genuine, uh, uh, true, loving, trying to get to the next level relationship. Because if I'm looking at it from your perspective, I may pay that 1,200, but it's just gonna be for that date. We're not going nowhere after that. Like, there's no future for us. I'm keeping it real, and I paid, for dates and this, and I've splurged on dates, and guess what? It was short lived. So I'm speaking is I think it's two different sides of the conversation that's going on in here. Some are looking at you like, well, it sounds like you're really selling it. Like it sounds like it's for sale more than are you really trying to, achieve marriage, or would you be telling this to your daughters, and or would you be telling this to the young ones that's coming up? So I think that's what we all in this whole conversation, we kind of getting a little, it's ruffling our tail feathers a little bit, because it's from two different sides of the spectrum that we talking about value. You're speaking monetarily, and we're speaking on the core. So I land now.
My question is, would you want your son to date somebody like you?
Because I give great gifts. I would want my son to date someone like me, because I would help him provide for her. I would want her to be beautiful, healthy, and maintaining herself. So yeah, absolutely. Why not?
In
Oh,
today's world, you want that?
I was gonna say, why does it end with
Would
great?
you would you would you not want that for your daughters? That's the question. Would you
But
want your
why?
daughters to be laid on her back, pumped and dumped, and then all the little boys in high school just talking about how they tossed her around for nothing?
Well,
I
why
don't
does
so
Since
you
think
y'all
think that?
basing this on a
So you think
sexual
so?
level,
So
I
since
don't
y'all
no,
think
basing
it's
this
just
on a
I'm not.
sexual level, because I'm just saying that he need to treat her right. Because when I was in high school and going to school, and a little boy like me, it was like, go get his mom, give him the money to go get her nails done and stuff like that, buy her the teddy bears and stuff for Valentine's Day. I don't understand why y'all disconnecting from this. It's giving broke.
I don't think it's all about pump and dump. I know you keep circling
Yeah,
back
you keep
to just
saying that.
being
Yeah,
being pump
that's
and
Y'all
dump
keep basing the 12. You
as
just based the
no.
$1,200 off saying, "Oh, she not going nowhere after that," and we done. It's
Yeah,
like, man, you're so disgruntled about this crumb of a dollar.
no,
Like,
it's
this
not
is,
a it's
you
not
not
it's not
understanding.
even the
Listen.
value of the
Let's put
money.
it in TikTok term. I'm a
You're
level
bringing up the
31 gifter.
1,200.
Listen, I'm a level 31 gifter. Do you not know that I gift $1,200 to people on these platforms? That's nothing to me. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you
I'm just
worried?
keeping it real.
But
Let's
it's not
play
the
numbers right
price.
now. That's
Well, it's
not
not
y'all.
about the
Y'all are so
price.
crumb and stingy. Y'all don't even give
You,
people. Y'all don't do
but you're
nothing for
thinking about
nobody,
the
and it
price.
shows.
You're thinking about the price, and you need that there. I
Always
see that.
thinking about money. Money makes the world go around. The
Yeah,
deficit
but
of our country, it makes the world go around.
yeah,
EBT,
but
Section
in
8,
this,
money. Everything is based on money. The stock
everything is
market
based on
based on
money. We
money.
all live it.
Coinbase
We
based on
understand
money.
that.
Charles Schwab based on money.
But we gotta
Investments
have
account.
the conversation ain't about what you're saying. You keep saying this 1,200. You keep saying this and that, but we trying to get to the point of, is there any essence or core to what you're saying? It ain't the dollar amount. Let's throw away the dollar amount.
I'm a great person. When
What
you hang out with
that,
me, I'm a great
that's the
person.
first
If I
time you
like you,
said this here.
if I like you, Jovan, and me and you like each other, you want to help take care of me, my maintenance because I'm beautiful. Because when I'm telling you, Joe Vines, when I go out with you, I'm gonna make sure I'm a representation of both of us. I'm making sure you look good
You
because I'm with you, and I'm making sure myself look good. That's how this works. So when
that's
you
I
buy,
mean
when you
that's
treat
how it
me
has to
right,
work.
Joe Vine, I treat you right too. I don't have no problem buying
Yeah,
TaylorMade golf clubs and stuff like. I have
I,
no
I
problem.
I'm a firm believer that people attract who they are. Okay, so no matter how you look, if I go on a date with you, or if a man go on a date, or vice versa, you're gonna know what they're about. So it's gonna boil down to that. It ain't gonna boil down to the dollar amount, because men are givers anyways. You think about it. Who got to get down on the knee? Who got to pay for the wedding? Who got to do? We are the givers. We're gonna give. If
His
you're worth
father's
it, we're
supposed to
gonna
pay for
give
the
it.
wedding, but I understand what you're saying. But
Yeah,
really,
but yeah, a lot of
the
times that
woman's
don't
father's
happen.
supposed to pay for the wedding. But I
Women,
get what you're saying.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of broken families right now.
Just tell
So
me
that's enough.
the father's supposed to pay for it. But okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm saying, but that don't happen all the time. Like, let's be for real. I went to way too many weddings where the husband had to pay for it. Just because of that's a whole nother conversation. But
Where's the here's my thing, the
Happy
level, right?
Thursday, by the way.
Let's level with this conversation. If the threshold is a woman also giving gifts,
Wait a
not
minute.
necessarily.
Proof. Lumina, Slim, and Benda. I'm sorry. They haven't had a chance to speak, and I think Benda was first, and then Slim. The host generally likes to let people get in and speak on the topic before he opens up the panel. So there are three new people.
Thank you, sister.
Benda.
So I'm on the Stairmaster if I sound crazy. Um, I think I think that Porcelain got a dope point of view, right? She's just so familiar with the way she thinks that she don't realize how it comes across. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not that it's bad that she's like, I'm dope or I'm a cheerful giver if you give to me. It's not that. But like, it comes across, no disrespect, like you selling coochie if a motherfucking a fee is attached to anything, right? And I seen a woman, like I asked the women on the stage, a woman said, fellas, if a woman makes a prerequisite, like you better do this or that in order to go out with her, she don't like you. You know what I'm saying? So, Porcelain, you beautiful, and I feel like you're a prize, but I'm a prize too. So what do you do when you go get with a man that's really about that life and a super boss? You finna tell him what he needs to do to hang out with you. Are you gonna treat him like if Drake want to hang out with you, you gonna say, Drake, I need you to pay for this, and that, or you just gonna go hang out with him?
First of all, I wouldn't date someone like Drake because I don't like flashy men, and I don't like to cause like a lot of attention, meaning that type of level of attention, like paparazzi, people invading my privacy with cameras and stuff like that. I will date a successful man. It's a thing called quiet money. A lot of people don't like to be seen like that. If you go to like affluent neighborhoods and stuff, they're not loud. It's calm. It's great. It's peaceful. And furthermore, I said before, I give gifts. I have my ex was my fiance. I gave him free reign to my banking account and he took $150,000 from me. I've also said that last night in the live. So that shows that I'm not selfish. I don't understand why you so hung up on $1,200, Brenda. And when you came in here and said that you go to strip clubs, so you make it rain to those women, right? You can give those strippers.
Go to strip clubs.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm
no,
sorry.
listen, sweetie. It's not the amount of money. Let's clear this
But
up.
I mean, because I'm trying to
What
figure
you
out.
listen, what you asking for is reasonable,
It's
but it's
dust.
how you doing it that comes across is slightly unreasonable.
I mean,
That's
dog
all I'm
food costs
saying.
more than that a month. Like it's to me, I thought when I said that, I thought I was gonna get the most positive feedback in the world because I thought people was gonna be like, "Oh, that's reasonable. She's not asking for too much." I didn't know $1,200 was gonna translate to $10,000 on this.
Okay, so Porcelain,
To
watch
me,
this.
it's like
Let's say
Payless.
if you told all your friends you was talking to me, right? I'm a Grammy nominated songwriter and producer. You can Google this shit, right? And I'm like, yo, in order for you to get some dick or hang out with me, you got to give me like $5,000, and then we're gonna go do shit because that's light work. How would you feel about that?
I don't even understand what you just asked me. If I'm trying to get
No,
some
no, I'm
dick from
saying if a
you, I have to
dude
pay
asks
for
you
it.
for the same shit that you're asking for because he felt like, you know, he was a catch, he was a prize, he's a high value man, how would you feel about that?
The thing about it is, I'm not going to feel no type of way if I pursued that man. If I pursued you, then okay, if I'm thirsty, like some of these women that's dropping down on their knees asking men to marry them, and they come with a ring asking you to marry them, and they look and y'all look at them as they're disgusting, right? Like, get up off your knee. I'm not marrying you because you don't respect it. That's the same thing. I don't pursue men. Men pursue me.
Thirsty that you deal with because they do the same thing that
I
those
don't
women
I
are.
don't find him as thirsty. I don't find a man thirsty if he pursues me. You know, I don't find him thirsty. Luckily, when they do pursue me, I tell them I'm married. I'm good. I'm off the market. But when they were pursuing me, I didn't find him as thirsty. I didn't treat them no type of way. But I'm not going to be smexing on nobody for $1,200 either. Like, that doesn't give you free reign to my body because you gave me a measly $1,200. Again, this is monthly. And if you break it down in days, that's like, what is that, $50 or something?
30, $40 a
30,
day.
$40. Like, y'all tripping about to break it down in a day. She's asking you to give her this for a month. I do
I
IV,
mean, we
hydration
disagree, but
therapy.
I
These are
respect.
monthly things that happen. Hydration therapy, my hair is like a wolf, it's thick, all of that stuff. This is just a upkeep. This is the bare minimum. I'm not asking for gas. I'm not asking you to help pay no insurance. I'm not asking you to do any of the other stuff that's dental
Hey,
hygiene, any of this stuff.
this
That
is
to
this
me
is
is
why
like
I'm saying
crumbs. It's like a Burger King or some shit, bro.
this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's levels to everything. If that's what she's at, every woman on this panel makes a certain amount of money. She wants her equal or higher. That's what it is. When a woman starts making a certain amount of money, her dating pool shrinks. So what she is saying is that you either come like this or don't come at all. That's basically what she's saying. And that's cool. If that's not nobody's lane, if that's where you cannot flow, then that's fine. If a successful businessman that makes over $700,000 approached her and he's quiet like she's saying, he's giving like she's saying, and they pursuing like that, and they have different conversations, then that's what she's gonna do. If that's not your lane, it's not your lane. And vice versa with you. You might be into something that she not into or can't keep up with, and it's that's not her lane. This is why we gotta find people that's for you, equally yoked, and you can even break a bond with. So if porcelain is not your cup of tea, drink some coffee. Shit.
Javara, I don't think we heard from Javara. Did everybody get a chance to speak?
No, sir. Our host, it's the gentleman next to Benda who's next. His name is
No, it
Slim.
was I
Who's
thought
Benda?
Lumini was
Lumina,
next. If
Lumina
I'm not, yeah,
Frost.
Lumina. Yeah,
Okay.
she
Go ahead,
was next,
Slim.
and then I
It's
was
fine.
after her.
Go ahead and go
No, go
first.
ahead, go ahead. No, drop your bars. I'm gonna go next. I got you, ladies first.
I'm rather petrified to drop my bars because it's a completely different perspective. Oh, Lordy. Okay. So to start off, I'm going to answer the prompt first. During the date stages, I come from a different point of view. I was raised in an old style mannerism where a lady is supposed to always be prepared, looking nice, maybe offering to pay for the dates because at the dating stage, that's all it is. It's simply dating to figure out if the water you're dipping yourself into is to your liking. There's no commitment at first. There's no marriage proposals or anything like that. I don't honestly think a man is expected or should be expected to have the woman's upkeep. I think the woman has to have the woman's upkeep because that is just the dating stages. Now, if it's a relationship stage, whether it's a girlfriend stage, fiance stage, or marriage stage, that's different. And each couple is different on that. Whether the man wants to provide, certain looks or what the woman desires during that time, that's a whole different ballgame. But I really don't think a man should be expected, unless he chooses to, is expected to have a woman's upkeep. That's kind of the woman's job, is for us to have our own upkeep, to make sure we look nice, smell nice, all of that. Because if whoever we're pursuing during this dating stage seems agreeable with us, it's our duty to make sure, and if we want that person, to make sure that they are focused on us. How are we to expect to do that if we expect them to pay out whatever it is that we use outright when we're not even their girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever your sexual preferences may be at the time? That is our responsibilities. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you need to have your own upkeep. And then, should you advance that stage to something further and more genuine and deep, that's a whole different perspective, and everybody has their own opinion on that.
What up, though, panel? I'm just gonna answer the question. Should men be expected? No. To keep up with a woman's maintenance? No. That's, to me, I feel like that's your personal hygiene, right? Your maintenance is your personal hygiene. That's your job, you know. Um, I feel like when it comes down to being in a relationship, we gonna go ahead and rock and roll like Bon Jovi. I will give you things. I don't have a problem with giving you things. If I $200 for you to go get your nails done, or if I wanna, send you $300 to go get your hair done, whatever the case may be, that's my choice. But for it to be an expectation, I think that's where it's wrong at, right? Because that's almost similar to, if a man take you out for a few times and spend a couple of dollars on you, whatever the case may be, is he able to have that expectations that smack should start happening? You know what I mean? So I don't think that that's fair. I don't think that that's right. I think that until you get to that place where a relationship is talked about or had, then you know don't expect anything in that nature. Even in that relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend stayed, still don't expect for him to take care of your maintenance. Now, once he's engaged to you and y'all on your way to get married, now a different conversation is had. You know what I mean? Now we're coming together with the money I make and the money that you make. Now we're coming together and seeing, okay, I can do this for you. I can do that for you. I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna take care of that.
Hello. Pronounce that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. But Javar, just to remind everybody, we're at 34.8. We're 100 up in here. We should be at that 50,000. Please don't forget to tap. Okay, Javar, sorry.
That's okay. I wanted to start first with the prompt. And it says, are men expected to maintain a woman's maintenance? And I put in the comments the definition of expectation, which is a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. I think when we're asking, should men or are men expected, our expectations are based off of us and what we believe should or may happen. So I think it's one thing to say, as a man, I don't want to be expected to do this, and please don't expect me to do that. But on the same token, like most men have said, they'll probably end up paying some way or another anyway. So I think our ego, for some reason, is getting in the way of like just what is really real. So if I'm going to be paying something anyway, I think it would be fair that the other person, the woman, would be expecting you to do what you're already going to do. And it sounds like the problem that I'm here with the conversation here is that this woman just happened to speak it out loud and say it versus keeping her expectations silent of something that he's gonna do anyway. Cause he was already gonna pay $1,200 or however much a month.
because that's what he was going to do. And I just think that our egos really just get in the way of like letting things be what they are and being okay with that. Um, and then I understand like it might not be about the dollar amount or whatever, but I just every time I hear men, and I'm definitely in the brotherhood, y'all. But in this conversation, I'm here. But I just feel a way when men like act so turned off and disgusted about women wanting money or hoping they're expecting money from you. But it's like you will go and purchase a shirt for $800. So the shirt is worth $800, but a woman is not. That kind of just I don't know gives me a little something on the inside. But
Can
that's
I also add to what you were saying? Like, it's not like me just saying it out loud, because the people that the men that I encountered, you just don't ask. They're very affluent. So this is like dust. Like they probably give this much in tips. It's like they just want to do it. I can't explain it. So for these guys to be up here and make a big deal about $1,200 when Brenda was saying that it's $35 a day, it made me reflect like, wow, this is really bad. Like, in my opinion, it just like made me cringe a little bit. Like, wow, I'm asking somebody $35 a day. When he put it that way, it made me want to regurgitate, because I'm like, you guys are really this cheap that you don't feel like a woman that's willing to treat you like the king of the world, you don't feel like she deserves her maintenance, like hair, hydration stuff. This not including like my shopping or any of that. I didn't even include that. I thought I was being graceful saying $1,200, like for the maintenance. I'm not talking about, gas, purses, makeup, Sephora's. We all have a Sephora bill. All of us do. We have it, and so we all have our memberships there too. So I'm just like, I'm really flabbergasted over here. Like, wow, I'm so glad I'm not out here in these streets trying to date these stingy, tight fist nothings. I'm going there because Lake is the only one that understood the mention, and Brenda, the only one that stood it, and of course Pygmy and the rest of the people that agreed. But I'm like, I love y'all more that some of us work out here. You don't feel like that lady deserves a spa treatment? If she's at behind a desk all day typing on a computer, shoulders tensed up, take her to the spa. You don't feel like she deserves that? If I'm dating, even if I was a lesbian, if I'm going to date another woman, I'm going to know how to treat her. I know you've been working all day. Let's go to the spa. I know you like perfume. I love the way you smell. Let me buy you another bottle. Maybe I don't know why these men the way that they are. I don't understand it. So, oh, she really don't get it. I don't.
Everybody got it.
Just to give just to
Hey,
give clarity on what she said.
Hold
hold
on,
on,
Lake.
quick.
I think
Okay.
Kanai is new. She
What up, Kanai?
Good evening.
Hey,
You
young
get
lady.
you had me down there crying in that queue because I didn't think you loved me no more, Mr. Chicago. You had me
I'm
waiting like
sorry.
a
I'm
whole
over here.
hour.
I'm sorry. I didn't even know you was down there. I'm sorry.
I'm just messing.
I know. I know.
Oh, well, yeah. Hi everybody. Hi Porcelain. Hi, everybody. Um, you know, okay, I can barely see the middle. I just see during the dating stages. Is it saying, are men expected to maintain a woman's
maintenance.
maintenance? Oh, okay. Oh man, yeah. This is is a man expected to? Yes, he is expected to.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's expected to take care of the maintenance of a woman. He is expected to.
And when they're dating, he's supposed to
Yeah,
maintain it.
absolutely. Yeah.
Come
He's
on, sister.
expected to.
Come on, sister.
Um, he's expected to pay for the dates. He's expected to uh pay for her upkeep, and he's expected to do a lot just in the dating stages. He's expected to protect her, while they out together. He's expected to provide. Yeah, he's expected. to do all of these things. 90% of men in the US pay for dates. And a lot of them pay for these women. So yeah, men are expected to give up their money to be with the woman. Okay? Now, women expect that, right? But like my daddy told me, the people in hell want a glass of water. Don't mean they gonna get it. So I say that because women expect it. Now is it right? Is it an obligation? No, absolutely not. It's not an obligation. But it just depends. There's so many ups and downs with this. I teach those young boys, date your wife. This is why I say invest in your wife. But if you want to be out there and you want the Rihannas of the world type, if you want the Beyoncés of the world type, or you want these baddies, these type of women, then you know what they expect. So do what you got to do. That's what Kevin Samuel said. I mean, why make a big argument over it? You already understand what you coming to the table with. You already understand what it is you want. Pay for what you want. Now it might sound like you know, what they call it. Well, how can I say this word? The
Yep.
institution.
Institution,
It might sound like
prostitution.
that,
It does.
the exchange, but that's what it is. If he bringing his money to the table, she definitely gonna be bringing her body. And the flip side of that is the women don't want the men to expect nothing. See, that's the difference. So men are expected to pay, but women, y'all don't want to be expected to lay. Just
Amen.
like that lady said on that video, I'm not gonna get flued out somewhere on some man's dime, okay? Flued out and not be expect and not do nothing. She said, if I get flued out, I'm landing on that D. Now I don't like talking like that, but that's what she said. And see,
That's
y'all don't
it.
understand. Let me tell y'all something. I'm old school. You got to be a certain type of woman and a certain type of person to have this type of thick skin. You can't be out here playing in these streets like this if you're not gonna go all the way. That woman, when she said that, what she's saying is, I already know what a man is expecting. If he's paying for me, like my father told me, ain't nothing free. Nothing is free. So if you going out with that man and he's spending two, three, four, $500, $1,000 on you on a date, 1,200, like Porcelain said, that's a hotel room. Like Shay said, Shannon Sharp said, if you get lobster, it's gonna be a hotel night. But y'all don't like it when that type of verbiage is coming from a man because you just expected to just get what you want because you're the woman and you feel as though you're not expected. But see, a woman wouldn't even allow a man to pay that kind of money on her unless she knew that there was some real intention behind it. She wouldn't accept that because she's not trying to give her body up. That's what women do. But if you go sit there and want to go out there and you want a man to pay for your hair, your nails, okay, cool. So what he gonna get?
So I want to understand. So
Hmm.
people are translating this measly $1,200 in maintenance, which is like it's like dog food for real. As
Oh, I'm just
this
making
is
an
like no,
example.
I'm asking. So
Hmm.
do you supposed to have smecks with this man because he paid this? Is that the expectations? So if let's just say some of the women up here don't have none of these expectations at all, what do they expect for a man to sleep with them? Because you're not going to sleep with me just because you paid $1,200 to get my
And,
hair and
and that
nails
and
done.
that's okay. But see,
I,
I,
I
I
don't
I don't
understand.
have a problem with it. I'm just trying to make the equivalent behind the triggeredness and the feelings behind this whole dating thing.
Yeah, but I'm
If
asking.
$1,200 is being spent, if a man is spending any kind of money, he wants you. That's why he's offering you D. That's what he's doing. He's offering up. He ain't got to tell you. You already know it.
So
It's up
what
to
does it
you
take
how
for
you.
him to
It's up
get
to
with
you
you?
how you. I'm sorry.
What does it take for him? Not well, you. But
Mm-hmm.
what does it take for him to get with a woman? Like, because for me, it takes
Mm-hmm.
like some time for us to get there, for me to get comfortable with you. Because I'm not just gonna have smets with you. We have to be comfortable. Want you to go get tested, all types of things. But what I'm
Yeah,
asking,
yeah. You talking
what
about
is?
intention?
I'm just asking, like, what does it take? Because the people keep boiling it down to smet. So is people out here just smetsing it up? Like, are we just
Of
like,
course, porcelain. What you think they
no,
doing?
no? Because I'm just trying to figure out, like,
That's exactly what.
excuse me,
That's
sir,
why I'm
because I'm
saying
not
it
out
that
here.
way.
I'm not out here dating. But what I'm asking is,
Mm-hmm.
do y'all do not y'all, not you, but
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
these
I
people?
understand.
Are the? I'm sorry, sister. I'm trying to ask, like,
Mm-hmm.
how many dates are they having smet? See, me, I'm just thinking like we're dating. We're dating to
Mm-hmm.
know each other. We're dating to develop a relationship.
So then the
I
twelve
didn't.
hundred dollar date ain't needed then.
It's
If
not a.
you it
I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. Let me get in right there. So
Okay.
then the $1,200 type
It
of
ain't
date or
needed.
a date to go out and be spending that type of money, that's not necessary. When intention is on the table, yeah, we ain't gotta go to these big old, fancy restaurants. It's gonna be on the man anyway. The man's supposed to be leading all this stuff. Now, it's not a problem if he wants to spend, and it's not a problem if you don't want to give it up. But I'm just talking about it's funny how the expectation is warranted on one side, but there's no expectation on the other side. See, there's no fairness in this. It's
What
both
happens when
people
it's?
need to both because I got a son, so I got to tell my son how to protect himself.
Hmm.
So I don't want my son going out here paying $1,200 for no woman that ain't his wife.
So what is the woman supposed to do when your son hasn't given her anything and she's expected to lay down with
That I
him?
didn't
So
say he
she's
didn't give her nothing. I'm just
no.
telling him that he don't need to be making no investment of no, thousands of dollars on no woman. This
But
is a
some of
get to.
these men are saying they're not even paying for dinner dates. They're not doing anything.
Okay,
So,
well
but they.
then that
Don't
that
be with
that
them. Leave, find a different one.
that's
But you see
different.
how you
I'm
say
a
we find a different one, right? That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to continue to date you if you can't
right.
have my maintenance. It's no. I don't. You're not going to get got for anything because once I see that you're not trying to get
But
stuff that I need to
porcelain,
get done,
hear
I'm
me
done.
what I'm saying, porcelain. I don't
Okay.
disagree with what you're saying, but I'm trying to get you all to see the equivalent. What makes you so special that you, just because you're a woman, that a man's spending all this money on you and you don't have to be expected to do anything? It don't even have to be your body. It could be, you know what, the next date we go on, baby, I got it. Or the
She's
next
being
date
fair.
we go on,
She's being fair. She's being fair.
she's being
She's just talking
fair.
about fairness.
That's what
Yes.
I'm talking about. There's no fairness when it comes to women. So I'm saying, how do I protect my son from getting used? Just like I got to protect my daughter from getting used. Right? So how do we make it fair on both ends here? So since there is no fairness and since there is no conscience about the other person, then this is not even dating with intentions. This is dating to see when the draw's gonna drop or when I could get a bag. That's what that's about. So if that's what it is, then do it the old school way. Don't be playing and beat behind the bush and acting like you some virtuous woman when you ain't nothing but a 304. Because you ain't got to do that. I'm saying if you going what level of this is you gonna play on? The play where it's safe. Just play where it's safe because it ain't safe for everybody out here. So what I'm saying is, if women is going to expect a man that that's just dating her in the dating stages, why is it so uh 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 discombobulating to the mind of the woman that you should give up something then? Because you're telling the man that he should give up something. So what are you going to bring to the table? They hate
I'm
that.
I'm not
See
bringing
what I'm
anything
saying?
to the
What
table.
do
I'm
you
not
bring? It
bringing
doesn't have to be your body,
nothing.
but what is it? What can you bring if you had nothing else? If there was nothing else, let's take your body off the table. What can you do as a woman to give back to the man out of his blood and sweat? This all this money that Porson is talking about these men got. What do you have to give? Even if he do got it to spend, You telling me, see, I don't like takers. I only deal with givers because givers, we understand why we give and why we do what we do. But takers, they are schemers. They are users. They are out here to do things to people that they don't want done to themselves. So I'm just saying, where does it leave a person that has worked? This man has went to work. He has blood and sweat. That's his money that he's spending on you. What gesture, besides Smecks, could you give being a woman? I'm going to shut up. What could you give to that man? Okay. I took Smecks off the table. What could you do to show him, well, wow, you know what? Shoot, she didn't just come to take, she gave something. What can y'all do? That's all I
Porcelain.
want to know. Because if
Porcelain.
you can't give nothing, if you can't do nothing and you feel as though that you're not expected because you see my daddy didn't raise me like that. My daddy raised me that just because you are a girl and going to be a woman, that does not mean that you have an entitlement attitude just based off of that. That's it's a whole bunch of women walking. Ain't nobody special.
Yes.
So what sets you apart from everybody else that you believe that you are entitled to a man's money or these expectations of stuff? It's like, okay, if he does it, that's icing on the table. But if I have a mindset where I'm expecting, to me, that's wrong. Because if you're expecting, then you better believe that he's expecting something too. That's why y'all getting left at the airports. That's why y'all getting left at the restaurants. That's why y'all getting left with the whole bill. Because these men are not liking the way that you sitting here expecting his money and you ain't doing nothing. I just bring myself. I just bring, who are you?
Well, that's what I think Porcelain was saying.
Exactly.
Porcelain, share with her about what you
Yeah,
would
that's why
bring to
I
the
tried to
table to
clarify
him.
it for her. I was trying to
Yeah, but what I'm
clarify
saying
what
is
she was
these men
saying.
out here are
I understand what she was saying.
pumping and dumping these women that don't expect anything from them, and they still choosing to go with other women.
Again, porcelain, start
Can
over.
y'all hear me now?
Yes, Porcelain.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm having phone. I'm getting another phone. But I said these men are out here pumping and dumping these women, right? They
Mm-hmm.
out here pumping and dumping them, making
Mm-hmm.
demands for sexual favors for these women, not even
Mm-hmm.
giving them nothing at all, right? They still leaving them behind. I even had other guys come on my panel saying that they intentionally uck American women and go to Africa and marry those women, buy them houses and everything. So I'm not an advocate for this type of
So,
insanity.
porcelain,
My
you know
thing
what
is
my
I'm not hold
auntie?
on. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
putting a price on myself for maintenance. You know what I'm saying? Because if
Now,
somebody
let me say
comes to
something, porcelain,
okay,
before you let me. I hear you, but notice what you said. You said these men are out here pumping and dumping on these women. You know what the old school folks used to say? You don't sit up there and just let somebody just rush all over you like that. That's your responsibility to keep them legs closed. Why
exactly.
you
So I
got
tell them to
why
have
you got
standards.
somebody, why do you have somebody pumping and dumping on you and for nothing?
And that's
See,
my
that's
whole
not that's
message.
not the man's
That's my
fault.
whole message up here. Have a requirement. I'm not when I
Yeah,
said the
I
twelve
understand
hundred
what you're
dollars,
saying.
you're not gonna sleep with me for $1,200. Move along. Keep it pushing. You're not gonna
That
sleep with me for
and
twelve
that
hundred dollars.
You
and
gotta
that and
you
that
gotta
is your
tell her what you're
decision.
bringing though,
Yeah,
Porcelain.
I
That's
mean,
your
what I'm
hold on,
bringing to the
hold
What
on.
you
table is
say
whatever
what you
he's
were
drawn
bringing.
to me for. Whatever I have we have different connections on different levels with men. If you talk to a guy in finances, maybe he's drawn to you because whatever he's drawn to you is. I have a type, a level.
Okay, but what I'm asking you is though, Porcelain, I understand that. I'm not saying you gotta sleep with this person. I already took this body off the table, right? What can
Right.
you do? What can you do now?
But my
M-
thing is, he's not going to get those other things. I'm not cooking and cleaning for him. These are
No, no,
just
no. I
maintenance
didn't say
things.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said what?
Conversation, we're hanging out. When you
Porcelain, you
date
said
someone,
that you're a beautiful woman. You're upgrading him. Other people will be looking at him.
because when we go out,
That's
The
what you were
body off
bringing to
the
the
table.
table.
yeah, when we go out,
Okay, so what I'm
you
saying
stimulate
is
you
what is
stimulate a
it?
person through your conversation. If he has
Okay, but that's
businesses,
free. Conversation is free.
it's all
You talk to
free.
we talk to people. I say
But
hi and talk to
my
people.
time is not free. When you want to keep taking me out, that's not free. I do a lot of stuff. It's
Okay,
not
okay,
free.
okay, okay. But look, but he's doing more than you on the date. If somebody walks up to you and slap you in the face while you with him, Aren't you going to expect him to step up for you?
I will expect him to step up for me, but
Exactly.
my
That's
thing
my
is I'm
point.
not going into those situations. If I'm
I
in a
didn't.
country
No,
club, if
no,
we're
no.
hanging around in
Porcelain,
a country
porcelain,
club,
porcelain,
it's
porcelain,
safe.
porcelain. Stop. We can't make it fit your narrative. What I'm
Okay.
asking you is questions, sweetheart, so that we can get a better understanding. It's okay to have standards. You're doing the right thing by having standards as a woman. But I'm just dealing with the mind of a woman that has the expectation of taking and not giving nothing.
And so,
That's
what do
what
you
I'm
think their
dealing with.
expectation on approaching you? Every man expectation approaching you is a physical expectation. I don't care
Okay,
how we try to spin it.
but you have an
They're not looking
expectation
at
of him
Kanai and
too,
say,
though.
"Oh, Kanai is a beautiful, intelligent young woman." When they first laid their eyes on you, it was something physically attracted about you that made them come your way. Let's be
Right?
clear. Thank you for
Right.
the gifts. Let's be clear. It was something about you that made you took the air out the room and made that man pursue you out of everybody.
Right.
So my
When you
attraction, you
have
was
your when
attractive
you
to me.
this is why Kevin Samuel said don't date people you're not attracted to. Because
Exactly.
we all know that when you're attracted to somebody, we don't even go through all of this.
Right.
Right? Right?
We
Right?
don't.
Right, host?
We
We don't
don't.
need
We're
I
not.
the
really,
host has
I
been
really,
around long enough, even though he looked 25. He knows good and well that the women that he's been attracted to and the ones he's attracted to, he knows that they giving it up. At least by the first or the third date.
I
At
don't know that.
least.
I don't
Damn.
know that. I
Yeah,
don't know that.
Wow.
he know, because he know.
I've been
Wow.
sitting here listening for probably about 2 hours. I really ain't said much.
I'm just saying, you know, as a man, and these
Oh,
men on this panel and within this live, if you are attracted to a person,
Hold on.
and I'm talking about the dating world, I ain't talking about the courting world, y'all. I'm not talking about courting. Because this is not about courting. The prompt says during the dating
Yeah, but American
stages.
men are not courting these women. Every
No,
man that
that's
date
not
these women.
true, porcelain.
Who?
Thank you.
Not
That's what I'm
The
true.
trying to say.
women
Yes, they are.
Get
You
courted.
got to
No,
have that
that's
standard.
not true. That's
Someone
not
courted
true.
you,
You got to have that
Jazzy?
standard.
Is
Men right
someone courting you,
now,
Jazzy?
men.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Men right now, and I'm gonna hurry up and be quiet because I've been talking too long. Men right now, whether y'all believe it or not,
They're
they
courting.
what do you? Most of these men are trying to vet women to get. I got 27-year-old brothers that's good brothers making $80,000 right now at 23 years old, already got their stuff together, looking for wives. But you know what, porcelain? They can't find them. And that's another problem. These men are not dating wives. Y'all are asking men to provide for women that are not even quality, like you saying, porcelain. These are not women like you. These are not women on your level. These are not women
Facts.
on that tier, sweetheart. You trying to have this conversation through the lenses of where you are. These
Right.
women, this is not the type of women that these men are getting. I got men, young men, 29, 27, 31, looking for wives. They can't find one virgin. And not only that, they can't find a woman with less than 10 bodies.
Can I? There are three people who've
Yeah, I know.
added to.
Let me
Could you?
wrap it up. I'll let
Yeah,
them have
thank
it in
you.
just a second. So this is what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna be quiet. Porcelain, I hear you, and I agree with you. But I'm just trying to open it up from a dating world. It's dating. And I don't care what money a man has. At the end of the day, he is expecting something. My question is, and I don't need the clock because I'm about to go ahead and stop. My question
Yeah,
is,
that wasn't
what
me.
can you give in return? Okay, that's all
Yeah,
I'm asking.
eventually, if let's be adults about the situation. Eventually, if we're dating enough times, because I dated my husband before we got married, we went there eventually. But what I'm saying is, when these guys like Joe Vaughn come in,
I
oh,
can't
I'm
hear
not
Porcelain.
giving.
She's talking. Why can't I hear?
Can you hear me?
Porcelain, I'm not sure why. Can I can't, but I can.
Oh, okay. Well, she can't hear me. But what I'm saying is, Joe Vaughn is saying like, oh, I'm not giving a woman anything, and if she wants that $1,200, that's all she gonna get. She better not expect no dinners and none of that. Well, I'm not the girl for you. This is not like a big deal. I didn't realize that $1,200 was a disqualifier to move forward. All I'm saying is it's hot outside. My hair sweat out, my nails and stuff. We know how nails work. We need to get our nails done. We need to keep. I don't wear makeup, so you don't get a MAC bill for me. I do wear perfume. You're not gonna get that bill from me. But this is called maintenance and upkeep. I like to look beautiful. I get tired of going out and these people will be like, "Oh, you're so beautiful," and these men think they can crack on me. You can't just crack on me. You're not going to
So,
just crack on me. I don't want your
so
number. You're not going to crack on me.
it's not.
I don't want
It's not.
anything from y'all.
Hold on,
Oh,
Javon. There's
I don't
three
want.
people
What I'm saying is, y'all
before
are
you.
very aggressive in y'all approach when y'all try to approach a woman like me, and then when you get shot down to the ground, then you say, "Oh, she thinks she this, she thinks you that." I know the type of men that are drawn to me and that will respect my traditions, respect what I'm saying, and not look for them to get fellatio down to the ground. They not trying to slut me out, bend me over, and uck me to the sun up to sundown. This is petty to them. But that's a different demographic, and I'm gonna stand on it. That's
Thank.
why it's a different demographic. It
Uh,
is what it is.
it's Jazzy's turn, and then Smoother Man and Thanos.
first because everything Cheyenne said, I agree with to the T.
Deny. Could I?
Okay, no,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Smoother Man and Thanos.
I'm gonna have to charge you $5 for that. No, I'm just playing.
So during the
Yeah.
dating stages, no, a man is not required to keep up her maintenance because they're just talking. You know what I mean? They're just talking. It's supposed to be about seeking a genuine connection. So a genuine connection, what does money got to do with it, right? I don't care if it's $5 a day. What am I giving you money for, right? You don't work for me. You ain't doing nothing to earn it. We're just getting to know each other, right? And please let's stop this game as if because I see people in the chat, some of the women talking about if a man got it ain't nothing. No, that's you lying. You lying. If a man got it, then he should be smart with his money. No affluent man who has money is just wastefully just giving it away because you're pretty, right? Unless he's some trick or some simp or some sucker, a man who really knows how to earn money. I don't give a damn how much he got. He's not just freely giving the money away wastefully just because you got a pretty face. You're gonna have to do something, earn it, show that you have some value to it. And even men with money, right? Wealthy men, etc., they want a genuine connection. No man, unless he's just, on it's clear out that y'all just some type of exchange. But if a man is seeking a genuine connection, I don't give a damn how much money he got. He wants a genuine connection. He doesn't want to find out that you're just using him for his money. What man wants that? Rich man or poor man, right? So y'all need to stop this game talking about if he got it, ain't nothing. Yes, it is something. If he knows the value of the money and the dollar that he earns, it is something to him. You see?
Kevin Samuels said something different. I posted a video on my page, ladies. If you want to look at Kevin Samuels' videos, it's a collection of 4 videos. He talks about men like this guy next to me, and he calls them broke. And he said it ain't
Yeah,
tricking
whatever.
if you ain't got it. And he also said
Yeah,
that he doesn't
it is
believe in
tricky. It is. But you
50-50
cut me
or
off, though. By the way, you cut
70-40.
me
He
off.
believes in
Like I said, you
100%.
cut me off, but you cut me off though. Like I said, guys, y'all could fall for it. And by the way, when Kevin talked about that, what did he talk about? He talked about paying to play. You see? He talked about paying to play. So you go ahead and run that
Said
false line if you
dating.
want.
He said dating a
Again, you're
woman
cutting
that's
me off. You're
natural.
cutting
He
me
said
off.
dating a
You're
woman. I
cutting
have
me
the
off.
video, sir. I posted the
Yeah, I did too.
receipts.
So do I. I
I
used
have
to
the
watch him.
I
He
have the
talked about paying
receipts.
to play because that's
You
what he
could try
used to
to you
do.
could try to
He
dance
talked
over.
about,
I
look,
wish the guy was living because he would tell you that you're broke.
you're talking. Again, you're wrong. You could say what you want to say. A man who knows
You
how
just
to
came up
earn
here
his
talking
money.
about
Again, man,
$5,
you cutting
please.
me
That's
off,
like
bro. Moderators, yeah, she cut me off or what? Like I said, fellas, you could fall for the Jedi mind trick if you want. When Kevin said that, he was talking about paying for playing. Because that's what he was doing. He said he would pay for the escorts and stuff like that. If you're seeking a
about
genuine
that, ladies.
connection, yes, he was. Yes, he was because that's what he did. That's what when he passed, and I respected him. But he was talking about paying
Talking
for
about that,
playing.
ladies.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was talking about paying for playing. Okay, and yes, it is tricking if you got it. It's still tricking if you got it. Again, if you know the value of money and you're smart with money, you are not going to be stupidly and freely giving your money away just because the girl got
Where
a
do you
pretty
think you're
face.
gonna take your
You
money
see what I'm
with
saying?
you? You expect
This
for
is
women to be
again,
there and do
yeah.
all of this
See,
stuff for you. You
this is
want
the
to have
type of woman
sex
that
with a
makes you
woman.
lose your money,
You
fellas.
want to have
This is
sex
the
with a
type of woman
woman.
that will make you lose your money.
You
She
want to
wants
have
you to
sex
waste
with a
your money
woman, but you
stupidly.
expect not to do
She wants you
anything
to
for
just give
her.
up your money smart. A
You want to
smart
have
man
you,
says,
and then you
listen,
take it overseas and
you're
give it
gonna
to
bring
those
you're
Can I
other
gonna
bring
bring
women,
some
some
right?
structure
value.
to this
A smart
But
conversation?
man says, a
you
smart
want
man
to give it
says
to
you're
the
gonna
other
bring me
Can
women,
I
some
but
value.
please
BLK,
A
bring?
then
smart
you
man
gotta
says
lay on
you're
her
gonna bring
back,
me some
right?
value. A
You
smart
adjust
man
it.
says, I am not
You're
gonna give
not
up
my
my money
type. That's
wastefully
it.
for
Ain't
free
no
Don't
face.
talk to
You're gonna
me.
have to bring me
When I
some
see
value.
people like
A
y'all in
smart man,
public, I
you know you
run.
guys should listen to?
Don't ask me
Listen
for
to
my
Game
number.
Guard Goldie.
I
Guys,
run. I run. Don't
listen
try
to
to
Game
stop me
Guard
when I'm in
Goldie.
my car.
Listen
Don't
to
tell me,
Game
oh, you got
Guard
a nice
Goldie.
car, you
He
look
tells
good.
you
I
that
run
a
from
woman's gonna bring
motherfuckers
me some
like
value.
y'all.
You're gonna
Please,
get
I'm not your woman.
only
It's
bring
enough free
value.
cat out
This is
there that don't
this
have
is
any
Jedi mind
requirements
trick,
for y'all to
guys.
go
This
smuck
is the
on.
Jedi
I'm
mind
just
trick
not the
to make
one.
you fall
I'm
for the
not the
trick and
one.
wastefully
You
spend your
got
money.
enough free
If
cat
you
out there
are a
that want to
smart
look at
man
you and
and you
feel
know
like
how
you.
to
You want to
invest
wear your
money, you are
suits
not going to
and
be
look a
wasting your
part, but you
money
don't want to
on
pay the
some pretty
bill.
face.
Pay
You're
the
going to make sure
bill.
that she's bringing
Pay the
value to you.
bill.
You're going to
That's
make sure
it.
she's bringing value to
Because
you.
I don't
She
need you
going
to
to bring
pay
value
anything
to
for
you,
me. Did
fellas.
you not hear what I was
Fellas,
saying?
she
I'm
going to
gonna
bring
take care of
value to you.
myself
I am
regardless.
not
But
giving,
if
you're
you
not
want
giving no
me
money
to
to no
parade
pretty
me
face if you
around
got money.
on your
I don't give a
musty
damn
ass
if it's
arm, you're gonna pay
$5 a
for that.
day. You're
You're
not
gonna
doing
pay
that.
for that. I'm
You're not
beautiful.
giving no money.
I
No,
know
yeah,
my
whatever,
worth.
whatever.
You're gonna pay for
Yeah,
that.
we pay for the hoes. Yes,
Yeah,
the
you're
hoes
gonna
get
pay
paid.
for that. I'm not a
Yep, the
whore
pays for the
because
hoe.
I'm
If I'm
not
talking,
threatening you. That's the
if I
whole
seek a
point. That's what
genuine
I was
connection,
telling
I'm
y'all
not
last
paying for
night.
nothing. If I
That's
seek
why
a
I was
genuine
telling y'all
connection, I'm
motherfuckers,
not paying
brother,
for
I'm not
nothing.
having sex with
If I
y'all
seek a genuine
motherfuckers.
connection, I'm
You're
not
not
paying for
dropping
nothing.
none of that rotten
If I
ass
seek a
coochie to
genuine
me.
connection,
You
I ain't
better go
paying for
get
nothing.
tested first. You're not having sex
If
with
I'm
me.
seeking a
This
genuine
ain't that,
connection, I'm not
baby.
paying for
Not for no
nothing. Like I
$1,200,
said,
baby.
if I'm seeking a
As
genuine
Boss Man
connection, I'm
D-Lo
not
say,
paying for nothing.
baby, this ain't
If I
that.
seek a genuine
You
connection,
cheat.
I'm not paying
You're
for nothing,
cheating. This
fellas.
ain't
If
that.
you seek a gen, fellas,
Date
don't fall
outside
for
your
that.
race,
Just
ladies.
keep all you want. I ain't paying for
YT, an
nobody if I'm
Italian
seeking a
man would
genuine
treat
connection.
you like
I am
royalty.
not. No, he
Date
won't. No,
outside
he
your
won't.
race.
No, a
Yeah, I
simp will
said
do
it.
that, guys. Simps and tricks do that. If
Yeah,
you
date
got money,
outside your
you are
race.
not waiting. You are
YT
not
men
wasting your money,
and
guys. You know
Italian
better.
men,
Men
Croatian
who
men
know,
will
men
love
who
you
got money,
with no,
you are
with
not
nothing,
wasting your money
with
on a
no
woman just to treat
expectations
her
of
pretty face.
rocking the
You
bedroom
know that,
sheets with you
fellas.
afterwards.
Fellas, you know that.
Can we let Thanos speak since we can't hear
Yeah.
what either one of you are saying? Can
Well,
we
yeah.
let
Well,
Thanos speak?
I'm finna bring some heat, man. I'm finna bring some substance to this whole situation,
moderator
man.
can stop her anyway.
Hey, just calm down, brother. Trust me. Um, I'm finna bring some heat and some substance to this whole conversation. And first off, I'm finna show you the tear, as in sad, a tear. The sad part about this conversation, we are not having this conversation about the quality of a man, the personality, his nurturing, his mental, his emotional, his spiritual, the things that make the man the man. We are not questioning that. And I think that needs to be something that a woman initially embark on rather than can he pay for some nails? Can he pay for some lace front? Could he pay for some boots or anything like this here? We sitting up here having got one young lady saying $1,200 is cheap, but we have people who wish they can smell the identity of $1,200 resting in their lap to better their situation. So we have a person who believes and think, according to this conversation, that she as a woman, because she just mentioned to date other races of men, Italians or whoever the case may be, that they would do this and they would do that. I'm telling you now, if you are not a man, don't tell us what we will do in order to get eventually what we want. Because you have American men that will court you, buy you this and buy you that, but in the back of his mind, that's the goal he's finna accomplish. Because you're gonna feel comfortable, he's providing, he's supporting, but the minute he get that, and then he just fall off. He not answering the phone. He's not calling. He's not responding to the texts as quick as he used to be. But then you go to question like, damn, why you switched up on me? No, he never switched up on you. He always was this. You was blind to it because you looking for somebody who's not cheap. You're looking for somebody who, who can buy you this. But the problem that we have in society, even with the women who can offer nothing but the S word to men, is because who she is or are as a person, she don't know. She don't understand the value of being a woman. She don't understand the essence of being a wife. So she running around looking at everything that all these other people got that she want to have some type of association with and ties with. So she chase what they got. And then you got dudes out here like, you know what? If you chasing what they got, I can help you get that. But let me get between them legs so you can push out a jit and I can go on about my business. See, that's the problem that we have in the community. Our community is messed up because the individuals and men and women are not being nurtured. The individuals and men and women that makes them great mental, spiritual, emotional, individuals, those things are being left. like you throw the seed on concrete ground. We not looking at that. And the sad part about it, my generation is not even teaching the generation that's in front of them how to seek out the things that make the person great instead of seeking out the things that'll make the person temporarily. Because that's what, that has become the norm. That has become the norm. Like, once again, everybody know I be on big bro pages everywhere. And we see it. Like, women are not telling me that because you work at McDonald's, but you was a great personality, good energy, your spirit is intact, your head on right, you motivated to just, keep doing good. That's why I want you. Women are not telling the black man that. You know what women telling the black man? If you don't buy this, you can't afford that, you poor and you broke. But you don't got this shit. What the fuck it makes you? You don't got it. If I can't buy it and I can't afford it, because that's something you want. But if I can't provide you with what you want, that makes me pro. What the hell it makes you who don't even got it and looking for it? What it makes you special? Like, really? Why are the black women believing that if a man cannot provide materialistic stuff, he is not worthy to get between my legs or sit at the table I'm sitting at or introduce and meet my family? Like, why do the black woman preach these things? And then when they go to the other race of men, in his head, he like, you know what? If that's what she want and she ain't getting it from her race, I'm gonna give it to her. So not ship under the pretense and notion what a black man want because the other race of men will. The reason why we will not, and I encourage every black man, I don't care if you're a pink pill, red pill, green pill, blue pill, a pill, what pill, ibuprofen, Advil, Tylenol, I don't care what pill you is. I encourage you, if a woman refuses to understand the essence of you as a man, if the woman refuses to establish a genuine connection and motivation, purpose, bond with who you are as a man, mental, emotional, and spiritual, if she's not looking for that, you have every right to treat her like the nothing she's looking for. Because if she wants the materialistic things, that's nothing. But at the same time, get away from a woman like that simply because if you give her the nothing, you becomes the individual who looking to give nothing to get nothing. Stay away from people like that, because if she'll stay away from you because you don't got money and can't buy a Birkin bag or a pair of Chanel boots, if she'll stay away from you because you don't got that, stay away from her if she don't want to understand the nurturing of your mental, your emotions, and your spiritual. And the only way she can unlock that access or that essence of that man, she must first question you about your mother. Because I'm gonna tell you something, no man can talk high about a woman than his mother. He only can talk as high, if he ever gonna talk high and great about a woman, it don't get no higher than his mother. And if she's not trying to seek out the impact that your mother have on you, she's not trying to be with you for the rest of your life. She's not. And I'm just telling you this because I'm a passionate man and I was raised by Brenda Lee Harris. I love my father even though he wasn't there, but he's why I'm here. But if she's not trying to understand your mother that went through that pain to push you out into this beautiful world and raise you to be the motivated man that you is, if she's not trying to understand your mother's son, you, the very thing that's connected to your mother forever, she don't want nothing to do with you. That's why she have a standard. No woman can tell me she love unconditionally, but she got standards. Conditional, that is standard. Unconditional, that it's no standards to that. Because guess what? If she is an unconditional person, she will never tell you, go work 60, 70 hours so I can go spend it on these boots. Oh, well, you know what? If you can't take me this place, if you can't take me that place, you don't deserve me. Well, who the fuck do deserve you? Because I'm quite sure you done had some of this stuff you chasing now. You done had that before. I'm quite sure you had it. So why you still chasing something that's not satisfying your soul? You just so big on your physical, you neglecting what you really see, and that's in front of you. And I land my plane and I say this here. If the woman is not trying to understand the dynamics of you, it's impossible for her to be with you tomorrow. If today's dynamics justifies tomorrow and today's dynamics are ignored and not upheld or preached, tomorrow have no sun, no clouds, and it don't have y'all. Just remember that. Just remember that. And because you know, I don't like to see conversations like
We
this
gave
being.
you 5 minutes. Your timer's already up. We gave you like more than like 10 minutes.
Melanie, you wanted to say something? I'm going to answer the prompt. Okay. During the dating stages, are men expected to maintain a woman's maintenance? I'm going to say no. I don't think that's something that he should have to do. I respect everybody's choice and opinions. But I don't feel like he should have to maintain me during the dating stages. There's other ways that he can show me the things that I need to see for him to be my partner. But I just don't have no problem maintaining myself during the dating stages. I want to see how he responds to me maintaining myself during the dating stages. It's just other things that I'm watching and paying attention to. So for me, no. We got I gotta. Come on, brother. You came off mic. Come on. Jovan, you came off. Come on, brother.
Oh, my bad, my bad. No, I'm just sitting here listening, man. You know, like I said, I'm listening to Thanos. I think it's just going to be a whole divide in this whole conversation, simply because we have a monetary conversation and a genuine conversation. We either going to talk about one or the other. But as we listen to Porcelain, he's speaking from the monetarily side, and we're speaking from a genuine side. We're speaking from a deeper aspect of courting and creating a bond in a relationship. I can speak on Porcelain side, but it's like that's just the low frequency side for me. I don't want to speak on that because ain't nothing. The money come and go for a man, especially a man that's a provider. We ain't got no problem giving $1,200, $12,000. That's what we do. So it's like that part of the conversation means it has no substance to speak on that. It's harder for me to find, if I'm in the dating world, a woman that's going to be genuine, that's going to be there for me when I'm up, when I'm down, when I'm sad, when I'm mad, when I'm happy. And I think the rest of us are looking, even when a man has that money, when he has that status, when he comes with that, he's not looking for another bill. Ain't no man looking for another bill. He's looking for. I remember songs back in the days Levert had where he talked about having all the money in the world, but he ain't have nobody there to share it with. Nobody of true value. So, well, I said we're speaking from two different sides of the spectrum when it comes to what porcelain requirements is, and that's
Can you
cool. That can
stop
be her
saying porcelain,
requirements.
porcelain? Because it's not like just a requirement. This is the entry. This is the entry stages. After you don't want to do it, Jovan, respectfully, me and you are not going to pursue another date. I'm not your type. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
understand but you're saying you affluent. You got it right. You act like I'm asking you like, oh,
no,
it's like
no.
hard fist. I can take care of myself
I'm not saying
respectfully.
me. I'm not saying me in
You in real
general. Like
estate?
you
You in
just
real
put me
estate,
and you
Jovan?
in the conversation.
I'm gonna give you
You put
my
me and you in the conversation as an example.
okay.
I'm not putting me and you in the conversation. I'm speaking to the ideology of what you're saying.
I don't understand why you don't want to buy a woman anything, but if
Who
she was
said I
open up her
don't?
legs, well, hold up. When she want to open her legs, you willing to accept
Hold.
that? Why not treat her
Okay.
like
So
royalty? What am I
can we
missing,
not
bro?
can we not go on a rant?
Porcelain.
Can you
Porcelain.
understand? Did I say
Can
I
we
didn't want to
can we
not
let
buy her
can
nothing?
we let him finish his
Yeah.
statement, Porcelain?
Did I say
I
I
love
would?
you.
I'm
No,
sorry, y'all.
no man,
Okay.
porcelain. No man is not gonna give to a woman that comes into their life, however y'all meet, and she presents herself of true value. That should answer your question. Now, if you're saying just I meet you and I need to give to you, come on now.
No, I'm
Wouldn't
saying if
that
we
make
go out on a
sense?
date, Jovan, help me understand.
I,
If we go,
what man? What
let's
man
walk me
gonna
through it step by step, please, to help me
what man
understand.
gonna not ask you on a date and not gonna pay for the date?
These guys that was coming up here, the guy just said he wouldn't even give a woman $5. Are you not hearing it?
I think you missing what is
Okay,
something behind it.
all right.
He ain't saying he's just not gonna give you $5 because if
You
I
just
take you on the,
this mechanism. Only thing I'm going by is
what
what he
ex-
said, sir.
oh my god, no excuse. If a man say he gonna take you on a date, boys, he gonna pay for it. He gonna take you on multiple dates. He gonna pay for it. I'm an adult too. I've dated before. I know how it goes. I've been around
Vaughn,
the
those
block.
multiple dates he take me on, the next dates, I'll get those dates. Tip and
Yeah,
all. It's my turn. It's my
yeah.
turn.
There you go. And that's good. I love the dynamic when a woman can do that. That's not a bad thing.
It's your birthday, you get a gift. It's Father's Day, you get a gift. If it's around that time. See,
Yeah.
we leaving out all of that stuff.
Now
Y'all
I,
coming
I
in.
think I think that but see in the first beginning of what you're saying is
No,
it hasn't gotten to that yet.
it hasn't
You're
gotten
talking
there
about
yet.
early in the stage where they don't know if you're gonna be there for next week or two.
And early in the stages, if you don't want to handle, if you like me the second date, we go on the second date. And if around that time I need my hair or I need any maintenance done to me and you don't want to pay for it, it's no second date. We stop there. You don't get the Father's Day gifts. You don't get the birthday gifts. You don't get me picking up potentially the next
That's
tab. You don't get a Christmas
that
gift. You don't
that's
get
cool.
anything. We
That's
we
cool.
stop like Monopoly. We do not
But
pass
but,
go. We do
but
not
like I
collect the two
said,
hundred
like I
dollars.
said, it's you're steady speaking monetarily. I don't care about. I don't care. First and
You
foremost,
pay
if
your
I'm dating you as a
taxes.
woman,
Why do
if
you
I'm
pay the
dating,
US? Why do you pay
if
your
I'm pay,
taxes?
but if I'm dating you, I don't care about your money, and I don't care what you can do for me monetarily because I'm not dating you for that. Let's keep that a buck. I've never dated a woman and worried about what money she can do for me. I'm just not a broke guy. I don't That's not ever been a thing of mine. I don't care about what you can do for me monetarily. It's about what value you bring into
A
my
rich
life.
guy who's very stingy is worse than a stingy guy. Like a guy that's affluent, that has money, that don't want to share. You're worse than a stingy guy or a broke guy.
Yeah,
You're worse than a broke guy because you tight fist. The Bible doesn't speak about it. It's in
I,
Proverbs about a tight fist.
I think you speaking for a certain type of man, but I don't think that that's the majority. What you speaking for?
Okay, so Javon, are you still making a statement, sir?
No, no, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, I don't mean to interrupt. We love the chat. Hey, everybody, tap the screen, and we're gonna let Tone the Guru talk. Big play. Thank you for having me up here. Portia, thank you for inviting me up. This is interesting to walk into. I would say if we're talking about during the dating stages, are men expected to maintain a woman's maintenance? I'm gonna say absolutely not. I'm gonna feed you. That's maintaining your nutrition, and you show up as you are because I want to see what you got and who you are, and to make sure you're supposed to be here anyway. You know what I'm saying? So as far as you, if a woman hit me talk about yo, I need my hair, nails, and outfit did, you ain't the woman for me because you ain't got your shit together. You can't be on this level anyway. Simple. Now, when I get to getting with you and all that, obviously you my woman, ain't really no thing. But I prefer a woman don't ask me for nothing. Let me observe and give you what I want you to have. Don't ask me for shit. I'm gonna give you what I want you to have. It's that simple. Okay,
With that,
so I do wanna go ahead, host. I'm sorry.
now come on, you can go.
I just want to say that when we have people waiting in the back, we will do a rotation to be respectful. It's not a problem. You could just request right back up and get right back in queue. But every voice matters, so no hard feelings to anyone.
Okay, I know we getting a little lit, but I've been tapping in a little long, so I gotta my timing is 5:30 to 8. I'm trying to push it from 5 to 8 and then 9:30. We went last night to like 4:30. I'm gonna try to go 9 to 1. So I gotta make a move and then I'll be back at 9:30. The topic powerful. I really wanted to say something, but I really don't got the time right now.
I hate to leave everybody, but I got to, and I see y'all engaged. If y'all want to continue this, we will. Otherwise, we always switch up the topics. Unless it's about Diddy, we're gonna stay right here. No, let me quit. I appreciate everybody coming up and speaking with us. I couldn't get in, so I can't really, I gotta go. I appreciate y'all. We back here today. So I'll see y'all tonight at 9:30 if y'all want to come back. They call me Pick Me, Melanin, and Porcelain. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to do this No, topic or you y'all going to want to get switch your it up? break. No, no, Huh? no. No, I was asking you if y'all wanted to do this topic or y'all want to, because it's powerful. It seems like we need to talk about it more. I hate to leave, but I gotta bust a move real
I
quick.
think we should talk about it more, and I think Melanin, she need to add her opinion to it because she didn't really talk about it either.
Yeah, she was helping me.
Oh,
I
my bad.
appreciate y'all helping me. And Miss Pick Me, she be here a lot, so I don't know. We might be at. Yeah, I think she might need a little You might mind.
Mm-hmm.
you She might shouldn't need you a shouldn't you mind. shouldn't I know we shouldn't make a lot of people minds, but I think it'll help because it's a lot. People be feeling they gotta, so I might put a button on them. I'm gonna see. Mm-hmm. So I'll be back at 9:30. Okay. Okay, hold on. Somebody down there. I think they is that standing on business. You want
I think you should. I think you should make her one. She's always here, and then I work a lot, so
okay. Well, I'll do it later when I come back. It's your decision. Just some advice. All right, I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know I'll be back at 9:30. If it
Thank you.
ain't 9:30, it'll be a little later than that. You say something, sister?
No, I said thank you. You get some rest.
No, I'm going. I gotta go. I gotta bust a move. Tomorrow the holiday. They driving me off the wall.
Don't
Yeah,
be
go handle
don't be
stuff.
out there popping bottles.
They
Popping bottles.
no,
We
I ain't
heard how
doing
you
that.
do.
I'm got my He gonna wild be history. drinking. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot out here and come back. I hope everybody that's in the comment section come back and put us at 50. Hey, y'all snap tonight. This was deep. We
Yeah,
gonna
we
figure
got
it
it.
out. Yeah, we gonna figure it
All
out.
right, ho.
All right, y'all. See you
All
later.
right. Good night.
All right.
See you later.
Pastors lying to the public, they ain't got the truth in them. Lights out, gas off, boot listed, city pimping. Blocks on fire cause the homeowners broke as fuck. Taxes up, water bill higher than a semi truck. It's a bigger play, a bigger play.